Hello.
Hi, we're professionals.
You're making it worse.
100%. Good afternoon, everyone.
Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning in some places in the world.
I suppose. If you get there are places outside of Europe.
Wow, that is awfully European of you.
Hopefully
Can I say?
American of you.
Awfully American. But yes, hello, hi, we are here. We have some very nice new avatars. Character art. It's really good.
Yeah, we look great.
So glad we spent money on this commission.
Yeah.
We paid about $50 an image, about something like that.
It's yeah. I hope Jarex is using that money to for something good.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't just.
I already was investing in the new Games Workshop NFTs.
I was about to say, could we turn these into NFTs?
Oh yeah, they should be. Like these things would be worth something.
I mean, if someone took their snipping tool and like made a little copy right now, like that's just that.
Oh yeah,
that's just how it is.
Absolutely. Got.
I think I spammed it everywhere that I can. Well, no, I did not. I know 10 more places to spam it, but I spammed it enough.
Wow, look at you.
Lovely.
Any announcements you guys want to get?
I want to make an announcement, please. It's me, the Dungeon Master.
Well.
Today I look like Otis.
Yeah.
I'm my best version of myself today. This week there will be no Terrovia's Travelers, nor will there be for the rest of this month. But tomorrow we will be getting together with this group, some of the people from the Terrovia and Aphium groups, and also some of my other players, because unfortunately I'm a dungeon master with a lot of work on their hands and not a lot of free time. So I have a lot of people, who play with me, and we will be playing some little like party games, I guess.
Brag. I see how it is, Amber.
Yeah, no biggie. It's all right, Mr. Player. You can just sit back and relax and play.
Great.
And don't have to worry about things like dungeon mastering.
Great. So no session tomorrow, right?
No, there is a session tomorrow. just not Terrovia's Travelers. All right. That is the only announcement I have. I'm a little bit tired because it's been a long week. But we're just gonna make the best out of April Fool's Day session.
Yeah.
no.
Plans today.
I'm very disappointed, of course, that our lovely DM hasn't like prepared an entire April Fool's module for us to run through. It's really bad.
It's called I called it D&D Wiki, and we're all going to make a character using D&D Wiki April Fool's pages.
No.
And then we're gonna run the D&D Wiki April Fool's monsters as well.
Please, can I play a dual shadow elf vampire?
Pretty a dual elf blade shadow vampire.
Yeah, that.
My subrace is Norm.
Norm. I'd like to play Syntax Era.
Oh, that's a good one. I'd like to play Comic Sans.
Actually, no, I want to play Super Saiyan 13th variant. Yeah, the joke being that the amount of people that make a Saiyan class, it's incredibly busted and overpowered, and then abandon it, is really high naturally. So there's like a shed ton of them because they're all competing for the same namespace.
Yep.
It's pretty much first come, first serve. And it's like every time one gets deleted because no one's worked on it for X number of time, they just make a new one. It's immediately taken by someone else.
I feel like it's someone's day to get a recap, and it might be Mark's day.
I did it to the not the one last one, the one before that, right?
Mark's day. Let's go, Mark.
I thought it was Gabe and then Chemo and then you.
Was it? I thought it was, or was that 3 weeks ago? I remember doing it pretty recently.
The
But I,
Dungeon Master has made a decision.
yeah,
It's here, Mark.
I can.
Don't even begin why, because you were supposed to give a recap last week and you didn't.
What do you mean? I gave a great recap.
No, you did not.
Yeah.
I don't
Listen,
remember the recap at all, but I know that you didn't give it.
Listen, I have a very
Yes.
stressful time. I'm as a manager.
See, like now you're
as
giving me
in
excuse. A
being in a
manager.
managerial position.
You're not a manager. Get out of
I
here.
am excellent at time management,
Of
You
course.
are-
particularly
you're not
the
a
time management of
manager.
other people.
You are not a manager. Please stop talking.
I was today, and
Oh,
yesterday.
that's well, not last week. So please shut up and listen to the recap
Hey.
All right.
and prepare for giving one next week.
All right. So, last time we left off talking with a chaos dwarf, or I mean a crazy wild dwarf, non-copyright intended.
They're not called
w-
crazy wild people. They have names.
I think his name was Iron Scale. I do this out of memory because I can't reach my notes. His Foundry isn't launching. But his name was Iron Scale, and after a little bit of discussing, we found out that he knows there was treasure in this governmental building. So after a little bit of discussion, Zarius specifically was looking for the treasure, or started looking for a hidden door or a hidden treasure of some kind. And as he was looking for this, he found a statue of a man wearing a beautiful, I want to say cape, but that's not the cloak, that's the word, that had a surprisingly familiar gnomish last name. Turns out this man shares his last name with Tokaz. And as we were talking to the dwarf, we found there was a secret door behind there, which Tokaz and Zarius explored. We got a lot of money from it, a couple of potions, a magic item. One of these potions we gave to Iron Scale because he wanted his share of the treasure. However, we were not yet done. We did not want to get out yet because we didn't see a threat of some sort. And during our conversation with Iron Scale, he said something about the exit being one of the places down south, and something else that he found down south. And we went to explore the other thing down south that he mentioned. Turns out it was a big fire elemental stuck in a big forge. That we decided to free him, thinking that it shouldn't be trapped there. And after some careful talking and rune destroying, this creature managed to break free. We just then realized, however, that this fire elemental might not be friendly. And as it was getting close to us, we decided to run away. And as we ran away, we eventually noticed that it was just burning down the buildings in the cavern, and we took that as our sign to get the hell out of there. We went up with the elevator that we came from, had a short rest, identified the items, handed the potion. This is where we handed Iron Scale the potion. We all made our separate ways after a small goodbye and a little bit of respect to each other. And a little cuddle, a little kiss as well. Like, can't forget that. Mm-hmm. And as that was going on, we continued on to we continued back to where we came from, the Deep Delvers Enclave. After we eventually reached there, where in the next 2 days it took us to travel back, we didn't really see anything. As we popped up, we noticed a guard that wasn't fully sleeping on the job, but he was terrified that we came out of it until he realized who we were. And we went to report our findings. However, in this time that we went to report our findings, the dragon that we rescued on the tower has taken the food place hostage, basically. yeah, the people of the town weren't too happy with that and sent us to talk with the dragon. We talked to the dragon. We negotiated peace. Or at least some amount of peace to see if he could at least not attack people that were getting their food there, and then went right back on our way to report our findings. Oh crap! I forgot his name. I've been saying his name the entire time. Crap. We went Balon. Yeah, that is. And that's where we left off.
Balon the Bearded.
Beardless.
No,
Right?
Balon the Beardless.
that is correct. That is indeed where we left off. I've been Gabe, so that I don't know why you wanted to specifically be here after the recap, but you know, he's now been informed.
Not loading. Jesus.
Perhaps he did not want to interrupt. But
I do not know why you
mysteries
are
beyond.
unable to load in the Foundry, Mark. April Fools, I changed my IP address.
Of course.
Okay, that would have been actually funny though. That would have been a good joke.
How was that a funny joke? What the hell?
Funny,
They're like, I don't
hilarious,
know.
original.
Alright. So. I'm completely lost. Let me pull out my notes.
That's completely fine.
Let's see. Session 68. All right. Leaving the big rumbling dragon behind in his newfound cave, his newfound home, he's pretty sure. You set back off towards Deep Delvers. And Deep Delvers, you know what? It's a nice little place. And despite the fact that... Let me see if I can... And despite the fact that a little bit less than half a week ago the settlement was raided, life has picked up the pace again. Because the people here, they are used to hardship and setbacks. They are all adventurers. They are all divers after all. Delvers after all. Some of them might be divers as well, you know, there's some subterranean underground rivers.
Issues.
Correct. And for a moment, your vision lingers far over the cliff walls of the little adventuring settlement and out across the Battermus ruins. A subterranean settlement that is, or well, was so well established that at some points you could not even spot the point where the cavern ends and the construction begins. It must have stood here for ages, evidenced by great etchings along the walls, by strange runes, windows, and doors carved into stalactites hanging from the ceiling. And of course, at its village center, the long, straight path with towering statues of archmages, many of whom are dead. and some of which may still reside within this very mountain.
Panic. One fear.
But I suppose that's a concern for another day.
Mm-hmm.
Patermus has been here for such a long time. It'll be here tomorrow. And the day after. You make your way over to Aravax's Fangs. The big, round, interlocked buildings that form the common house of Deep Delvers. And they are the residence of the person you are looking for. Balon the Beardless. There's a few articles of clothing that are currently hanging, like drying, over the two large black spires of shadow seal that frame the doorway. A couple t-shirts with holes recently mended. And there's this huge armored carapace that still hangs from the spires above the open gate leading inside.
There's a sign that says no Skaven on the property.
Unfortunately, no.
Damn.
But you know that the ground is still stained with the blood of Skaven.
Pat. Good ground.
Fortunately, there's no rain to wash that away.
That is fair.
And you head inside.
That we do.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. Just to go over at one time, we're going to talk to Balon, just tell him the situation with the dragon, and then give him an update on full story on what we found down there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically. After I think Zoris has said we tell him what the good and the bad is of keeping the dragon here. Yeah, I think that's what we do.
All right, go ahead. He's right here, sitting in a chair.
And
Where's
nudge
my-
Vittorio.
You nudge
It's
Vittorio.
currently
Okay.
evening on the 24th.
All right. Yeah. Vittorio looks at Balon. It's like, right. Well, for the time being, we've temporarily solved that situation. The dragon.
Temporarily, and for the time being.
Well,
Now, I already don't like him when I'm looking at the library and I say I temporarily put up a new roof to keep it from like collapsing in on itself.
Well, yes. Dragon's not gonna bother anyone or harass anyone as long as they stick to this side of the river, where the actual food stuff is being grown.
All right.
And well, here's the thing. Since we didn't really have a lot of fucking time to talk about it before we needed to set on out, basically, as far as we figured out, those rat men, or I think he looks at Lauren's like the priest one said Skaven or something along those lines, right?
White.
Oh.
I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. All right. And he's like, yes, yeah, Skaven then. Skaven, Ratman, whatever you want to call them, they at some point got a hold of, well, I imagine, a dragon egg, raised it as one of themselves, made it somehow think it was a Skaven, even a Skaven slave, as well, the dragon put it. It still thinks it's a Skaven, mostly.
I
They
would say a bit more, a bit less than 50%.
Yes, they fuck with its mind. Obviously, I don't know if it's magical or herbs,
They
toxins.
drugged it into submission.
Yes, and well, the best comparison right now is it's a confused animal. It's the best comparison you can make, but they're starting to remember a little bit, at least, about being a dragon, or I suppose that's how they put it. Look, I'm not gonna pretend I know a bunch of stuff about dragons. They're mythical fucking creatures. Only reason I'm even trying to interact with this one in the way I'm doing is because, yeah, as I said, it's a bit like confused animal currently, and it's right now. But it's going to remember more the longer it stays. And, well, that can be both good and bad.
Either very good or very bad, mind you.
And, well, at least me personally, I'm gonna try and scour over some maps and see if I can't talk with any, well, I suppose veteran delvers. See if there might be a cavern that would be a fitting place to relocate him to. Because, well, obviously can't stay in the Enclave forever, even if, well, I suppose if he decides to act all friendly, then maybe, but it's still, having a dragon inside of the Enclave is, well, troublesome, I suppose.
Also, I think it might be worth adding that it seems to realize what was done to itself by the Skaven, and in that I think I've in our conversation suitably stoked its rage. It desires revenge as it remembers more of its memory. So does its hate for the Skaven grow. And whether it happens or otherwise, there's a chance that the Skaven try to raid again. And if they do so, if they show their face, this dragon will remember, and it will strike them down. And I think that it could be a imperative asset should such an event arise.
That is, if it doesn't ask you for anything, should it do so?
I think by the mere fact of us allowing it to live there is good enough for now, and that its revenge against those which have wronged it is suitable enough motivation.
We don't per se know that, but yeah.
As you guys sit here,
Stop being a bitch.
as you guys sit here, essentially holding like a What are we gonna call it? I know the English.
Court. Holding council?
Basically putting like a plea or an advocacy out there or something, and like giving all your arguments back and forth for these entire like 10 minutes that you're talking. Balon sits there smoking his pipe. Every now and again he does like the as he like a little puff of smoke comes out, and then in like a big billow, smoke creeps out of his mouth. His brows thick and bushy, the only hair he has on his hands knit together. Alright. Very well. I suppose we'll see then.
Alright. Well, I know that, well, yes, as I said, I'm gonna try and look into a suitable cavern outside of the Enclave. I think TaleChasers is gonna try and spend some time in the, well, I mean, I was going to say what remains of the library, but then again, it's luckily only the roof. Yes, only the roof that got destroyed, and the books somehow we're all fine. But yes, you mentioned something about looking into dragons, and as for the second business, which was technically the first business, but we had to go and solve this dragon situation. So it took us about 2 days following just a trail of black
Skaven footprints.
Well, black stone dust and some footprints here and there, yeah. And well, we found Violet Falls. I think that's fair enough to say.
Absolutely. Without a doubt. I mean, what other place would let you in with a pin for Violet Falls?
Yeah.
Which the head, well, the spellcaster, the mage, had.
Yeah. And down a
gnome-sized elevator?
Yes. And what's the word I'm looking for? Inscribed with gnomes on said elevator as well. In any way,
was without a doubt Violet Falls.
Yes. And well, we didn't find much Skaven or Ratman there, which was very.
They were hibernating.
Yes, either hibernating or just licking their wounds somewhere, but we didn't come across any, which was very odd. We did run into. Well, first and foremost, there's a giant fucking shadow steel spire in the middle of Violet Falls. Didn't really want to get too close to that thing. What we ran into, well, it wasn't a Delver, but someone. We ran into a dwarf. He apparently, he apparently slipped in. Basically, when all the Skaven left, he and some of his friends slipped in to try and, well, find stuff to loot. It's because, you know, old place.
Skaven.
Yeah. And, well, it didn't go so well because I believe his friends managed to get caught once the Skaven came back after retreating here from the Enclave. So he had basically been stuck there for a day or so. And well, while he didn't have much information about the place itself, he mentioned that Yeah, the Skaven definitely came in and out of that place. And there's something about small undead that was supposedly roaming about, but we didn't come across any ourselves. They had big, very big housing blocks around the edges of the cavern. We didn't really want to get too close, because considering if we accidentally made ourselves known, then entire place would be upon us. But, well, the reason we said that the Skaven might not come back anytime soon, well, we can't be sure about that. It's the fact that we decided to liberate a fire elemental that had been trapped in a furnace. And he wasn't that keen on.
Mercy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
Well, being a pure
Furnace.
entropy is.
Yes. The last we saw, he was going and setting ablaze to some of those housing blocks as we decided to get out of there the way we came in.
He raises an eyebrow.
At least the problem's possibly solved. Although there's
That's
one
a lot of
negative.
information at once.
Well,
Should the fire elemental be bored, however, it's probably going to keep looking for things to burn, so might want to put like a lid on that hole, just in case.
You're afraid
Well, I
it's
mean,
gonna
it was
travel 2 days.
I mean, that was a lot
Don't
of
think so.
tunnels branching off along the way. I think the chances of it actually heading here is, well,
Again, being a pure entropy.
It's like I'm not saying it will reach here, but it is a threat in the tunnels now. It's not like
Something to keep in mind to any delvers going in that direction. But then again, anyone going in that direction will have to keep in mind Skaven. So, yeah.
yeah.
The other delvers off from going down that hole until you came back.
Yeah.
I know that a couple of them are jumping to get into it.
I imagined they would, considering if the Violet Falls craze had died down for now, it's definitely back.
He nods, he folds his arms over his stomach and does this contemplative nod. Probably best if you don't tell Jace about the fire elemental raising down an entire village's worth of whatever may have remained.
Yeah, I suppose that is a fair point. I don't know if you are preparing to send out any proper expeditions or if
That my role here is an advisory one, and I'm not gonna make anyone do anything.
Hmm.
Not that I'd have to.
No, no. I more meant proper as in a very large expedition. Instead of a bunch of random groups of delvers going out one at a time. But that's fair.
I don't know if I was able to get anything down in the way of I guess some semblance of a map, Amber, of the tunnels that we took and any branches that we found. But if I did, I'll share those with Balon. Hey, Gabe.
You can note down some directions. I would like you to make. What check do I want you to make? An intelligence one, I guess. Yeah, sure.
Brain.
Brain check.
brain check.
I have one of them. One
Big
of
brain check.
these. Give me the money.
But it's not about the money, money, money.
16.
Ain't about money. But I did get that money.
All right. You hand Balon a number of directions. To the best of your knowledge, this is the way to Violet Falls. Even if the Skaven's tracks are long and gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll also specifically say that, this place, I'll note, like, basically where Secret Door is. There's a Secret Door somewhere along this point, and... Oh, actually, I did mark it. I put a marking on the wall. And... What was it? Oh, yeah, that you need a Violet Falls pin, which we happen to get from the mage, to go down the 100-something plus foot elevator drop into Violet Falls itself.
I believe a couple more of them turned up. After clearing up the dead and deceased, there was a couple of them that had pins.
I was going to ask how people found out about the falls. Given we just got
Right.
back, we haven't told anyone. But yeah, that makes sense.
And now you know.
Well,
You look like you could use a drink, Balon. After all
You know
of
what,
that.
Lawrence? I certainly could.
Wow,
All
you
right,
sounded a
little
bit
lucky Luke.
like
Good
Sasuke there.
smoke. The pipe.
The pipe. I've
Well,
never
I know
smoked.
you work best in the bar, Zarius, and Vasily would like to spend time with us. I think he's feeling a little lonely. So, to the
Yeah, I
bar.
can work in the bar just fine.
All right. You
We're
guys can
going
go.
to the bar.
You guys can go spend your evening in the bar.
Yes, sexy map.
I first grabbed my oh, I don't have any token in this scene. I first grabbed my writer's kit. Oh look.
Lawrence, get back down.
Oh,
Contain
First
yourself.
my screams in agony. Oh, okay.
what the hell's that? What? Oh, that's a woman.
That's a cringe
How did
reaction.
Mark get a girlfriend?
No,
Cringe
I mean
reaction.
this kind of looked like a mushroom to me, so I'm like, what the fuck is that? And
Does
then
that
I
look
zoomed
like
That's
in.
not a
mushroom?
woman.
I've
That's
already seen it.
Argolvin. He's a
Oh.
man.
It's a man. Oh, sorry, it's a man.
It's
The
your
man in his
local
world.
apothecary.
Oh, look, it's the woman with the basilisk.
Damn, BER is a
Yeah.
man.
Okay, man with a basilisk.
Damn, everyone. I'm having a real hard time identifying the people.
I don't see gender.
But it's kind of dark, Ember. It's a bit of.
I
problem.
own
Why
the
is
character
Unit
art.
there? Hold on.
I mean, I guess can I sit
So
here?
no robots allowed. No pets in the tavern.
Can I ask him if I can sit here?
Basilisk petrifies you.
ER like
The basilisk give on this city an honor.
unblinkingly turns their head slightly in your direction. Very well.
Thank you. I just have some things to write, and I don't know, just feels more comfortable.
Sitting with
Puts
you.
I do not
puts
see.
puts my paper on the table and starts scribbling to write this song further.
So you go to that table, you just start running in front of it.
What?
Doesn't know anyway.
exactly.
Mark, if you see my menu,
Where's the menu
It's
here?
in front
on
of
the
you,
table,
Wait, I can click on it.
Yeah,
Hell
it's into.
Menu.
Oh!
it has two sides.
For some
Wait,
reason, it gets dark.
why is
when I
Unit
click
here?
on it.
Hi, Unit.
What was the other side?
It's
Delete.
on the
Click-
picture.
Yeah,
Oh,
click on the
picture and
picture.
description. No,
Oh,
Really
I
smart.
want.
Louise.
Oh, that looks delicious.
Why is it called Furious Ale? Why is he so fucking angry when
I-
he made it?
I will
Not
order.
infuriating, I swear.
I will order. Oh no! Now I feel like I'm in a restaurant. I gotta make the right decision.
You're literally rich enough to order everything on the menu. What are
I
you
know,
talking
but
about?
Menu. I don't know what you're worried about.
No, no, this isn't about like this is about. I always feel bad if I don't like something that I eat because then I have to leave it on the table, and I always feels like the biggest dick move. So
Give it
I
to
want to
someone
pick
else.
something.
What do you mean?
Lawrence gets
Amber,
self-conscious about ordering
will-
mushrooms.
I
I'll
will
use
order-
my ill-gotten gains to get Balon's Furious Stealth for everyone.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's
Oh,
Including Balon,
nice.
because I can't pass up that opportunity.
Mushroom
Yeah.
wine. Oh, what
Alright,
is
you guys can
that?
find yourself a nice little
wait,
seat.
there's a drink menu.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, on the
Yeah,
back
Mark,
of the
if you
card.
listen, like 5 seconds ago, Amber said that the
Click on the
pictures
picture.
has a second part of the menu.
Oh, I did see
Hey
that.
guys,
Sorry.
I don't know why, but for some reason my thing is rolling and I'm not clicking on my sheet or anything.
I mean, Zardes
Mm.
also rolled
It's
It's
stealth.
fucking. It's because every time I hover near your token, your sheet opens, and I have to go and close it. It's really annoying, and I don't understand why Yoshi's the only one in the
Wow,
party that
Amber's
does this.
rolling things for us.
Amber,
Can't believe it.
I have a great solution.
Actually, Zars also does this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, well then my solution doesn't work because then we lose 2 players. Ah.
Lamau.
Damn!
We
I
could
hope I'm on
have
board
worked
with
with
this.
3 players, but
All right,
two
where you guys want to be
players.
seated? I will drop. I
alright,
will
taking
drop
a
my
seat.
baby loan. Your
Mm.
B
Is
loan.
unit
Take
is
a
unit
seat in the
actually
middle of the room.
there? Is
Also,
unit
who the fuck is
actually
Vasily?
there?
Summon Vasily.
He's not fucking familiar. Yeah, Unit is just sitting here. He's having like a great old time by the fireplace, I guess.
By himself, just looking into the flames.
He's not
patting
alone.
dog.
He's not alone. Wait.
Is there anything that that Valerianus wants? I would bring Valerianus here.
No, he doesn't want anything.
Ah, we're pulling our familiars. Fine, I will pull out my good Goral Mara.
I'm gonna
Alright, we're
set
doing
Puppy
that.
on
I
one of the
guess we're
chairs
doing
here.
that. If we're doing that, I guess we're doing that. It's like, bam.
There's 2 Valerianuses.
Oops.
They have cheese in this place.
They like multiply. Everything here is either mushrooms or goat or a combination of the two.
Well, if they have a goat, they must have cheese, right?
Yes, they have cheese. I
Do they
believe
have
there's.
mushroom cheese?
Is it not on the thing? Is
I
it not
don't
on
think
the
it's
menu?
on the meat
thought-
stick, mushroom stick, mutton
I
stew,
just-
mutton chops.
I
Fucking
just
loose.
realized. What if this guy is just a petrified actual human
Yes.
being with a magic lute in his hand?
I don't know. Try to cast Greater Restoration.
if you-
Find out.
What if he is, huh?
Hmm? It's like you know what the shit. What's their name? The owner of the loot. Fuck. How did I forget their name?
Cloud.
Thank you, Cloud. Yes, Cloud should just put up a sign, around the neck here that says, it's like, did not pay his tab.
Do not cast Greater Restoration on this.
There's a line of statues in front of the bar, and you're like, "Oh, these are nice. Where did you get them?"
Where are you, Vasily?
Bad patrons.
How are you looking? Oh no, that's really not a look for you tonight.
Yeah, not really,
Poor
no.
guy. Oh yeah, no, it's not.
He's like, it's like, sure.
Is this the
The
tire?
mushroom
He like-
soup was
Happy
delicious.
days?
Lawrence is like, okay, hey
There we
Vasily,
go,
you wanna go to the Lucky Loot? And he's like, just fucking
I've already had my fill.
yeah, he's just
We're the
wiping
moving
his
around.
wiping his sleeve across his mouth. Like, oh well, I'm a bit full.
Start speaking in a different accent. Wait. Why is Vasily on the table?
Because I don't have enough chairs on this table, I'm afraid.
Yeah,
There's
no,
one
there's
table that
only-
has 5 seats.
That's
Like
in the
up there.
corner.
You
That's-
guys want to go with 6 people, so you just have to drag some chairs and it'll be fine.
It's fine.
It's alright.
Alright.
I pull out Mara, Amber, and
Mara falls on the table. Wah!
well, I also pull out Crawley.
Daddy loves you.
It's fine. I'll
Mara's prone
pull
on
up
the table.
here as well. Fine. Just everyone can be here.
I pat Mara.
What a bunch of
Yes.
pets like
Yeah,
out
yes,
in the
okay.
in the restaurant. You feel like Cloud's judgmental eyes on the
Hold
back
on
of
a
your
moment.
head.
Hold on a moment. Hold on. Hold on another moment.
Yes.
I can't. Never mind.
Oh, were you gonna pull out your stealing maw?
Yeah, I got another possession of the token.
Fuck, let me get out my boys. It's cool. I actually I need to remember. I asked Vasily. Vasily, can you remind me to brush Crowley when I get back?
Silly blinks at you incredulously and then looks at the rotting hand that's on the table and he
I
says,
was
"What?
suggesting against that.
You want
Thank
to
you.
do what?"
Give him a little brush. You know, like how we brush our teeth with toothbrushes. Also, it's kind of dirty sometimes, so I give him a little clean.
You want to give the dead hand a manicure?
Yeah, I guess. Unless Crowley, you don't want that.
Crowley just sits there. Like lay down, like relaxed posture of the hand on the table.
This I don't like it. This is what peak performance looks like.
You know, a pair. Damn it! Vasily just sits there like tense shoulders and he says, "You know, perhaps it is not my place to say, but maybe it is becoming time for an intervention because we are starting to look like a menagerie. And I am not sure if it is, He says, like, pulling his hand away as, like, Crowley tries to hold his hands.
Like, it's like we should have an intervention. Crowley puts a hand on his.
Put a hand on his, like, stop doing that.
It's just like, but Vasily, you told me intelligent and dead. Like, attract like other. You know.
Do you think
Wait,
I like
actually,
it? Do you think I enjoyed the idea of a bunch of rotting corpses laying their hands all over me?
I think I definitely imagine this would be someone's fantasy.
His face is deadpan. It is not mine.
To each their own, I suppose.
You saying this is your fantasy, Lawrence? Because you know I'm plenty. You know.
Absolutely not. Not that I have anything against you, Crowley. I pat him.
Balon
I
is like
dual wield.
nurturing. Balon is like nurturing his ale, looking between the two of you.
No.
Delphine puts Otis on the table.
I was just about to ask.
Everybody just like pulled out of it. She's like, she just like looks left and right, pulls out a fat possum, puts it on the table. He sits there.
Mm.
Otis is hungry.
Yeah, I imagine there should be some nuts around.
Oh.
I do a cursory glance of the.
You get a meat stick. Maybe a bit of mutton leg.
I will go get food.
Oh, Delphine, can you put in an order for one meat stick? I look at the rest of the table.
We might as well just.
Are you
order-
all going to stare?
Yeah.
Are you all going to share a meat stick?
Like we might. We'll just get a meat stick. It's fine. I'll help out.
Yes.
So anyway,
Excited for my meat stick.
Wow.
Wesley immediately takes the
Oh,
vacant
God.
spot.
Wow. All right then.
I
Fine.
feel like a foot brush up against mine under the table, against my aesthetic scar.
of course.
God.
I say, Wesley, you kicked me.
What? Oh, I'm so sorry, Lawrence. Did
Okay.
not mean to do that.
I know you really just wanted to move closer to Crowley and Mara.
No, I think that is quite alright. What? Squawk.
Yes, Mara. Yes. Hello. Scritch on the head.
Daddy loves you.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Oh, Mara. Hey, Mara, my darling. My noble lady. Tell me, Mara, how can you tell how much a dragon weighs?
You see the like. do I have this reaction image still somewhere? There's this this one image that I have in my mind, and it's the exact image that is appropriate in this situation.
Edge of my seat, Amber.
I know, but
She's
it's
a
very
clever
hard.
girl.
Damn. It's from that one. It's from that one artist who did like the humph bird. They do a lot of like bird memes. I don't remember what the artist is called though.
No idea.
Before I can't even find it.
You should add this to that like to-do app that you use. As like something you need to find. Is it like the sus Aaron image?
No. It's much better than that. It's
Whoa.
just no. It is it's like when you go into a Pokemon battle and this exclamation mark appears above like someone. But I don't remember what the artist is called of this meme. Because then I would be like, oh yeah, it's that exact artist and it's that one picture. Damn. But yeah, an exclamation mark appears above Mara's head, and they turn to you.
She got a quest for you.
The head tilts.
They come with scales.
What? What? Haha! Good one.
Oh, yes. I've learned from the best after all. Pat Mara more.
It's Mara.
Yes?
Mara tilts their head.
Sorry, what did Mara say?
It's Mara.
It's Mara. Oh. If you have something to tell me, Mara, you are welcome to take the floor, take the stand. The table is all yours. We're all listening.
Is best.
Of course, Mara is best. Pat.
This is the bird meme. I found it. I put it in the Stargazers.
Yes! Gasp!
Bird gasp.
Damn, war emotes.
Mara.
What dad joke does Mara hit with me this time?
You see Mara like sit down on the table and like just like fold the wings in. Mara. Daddy knows best.
If you're saying this in my voice.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Just watching her put sentences together like a fucking Kenku using my voice, and I'm like,
cringe.
Cringe. It's like she's evolving, you know, like watching her Pokemon evolve. Because like before she was just repeating what I was saying, but now she's putting together whole new sentences.
That is not a good thing, knowing where that crow comes from.
It just came from the warp.
No, I don't think that. No, man, no. It's fine. It really is fine.
Nothing bad in the warp.
Yeah, I bet.
And then, in Zarius, for some reason I imagine Zarius' voice is very shrill sometimes. Because Mark is a shrill voice when he does it. It says, reminiscent of Zarius talking about a certain forgotten god, Mara says, but we've got to help him. Mara.
What do you want me to help you with, Mara?
Nah. can't do the Vittorio voice.
Dies.
Vittorio.
What is you trying to say, Amber?
I think
No,
just
you-
Like makes this
Did
like
it.
sound that sounds like Vittorio grunting.
yeah. Vittorio really just does it. Meh. Meh.
Mara,
Mm.
lost something.
Mhm. Oh, poor Mara.
What you do, Smar?
My soul.
Don't remember.
Burpee. I'm sure you'll find it. We'll come back to you, Pat.
We've got to help him. What?
Oh, you want to help me? You want my help to help you remember what you lost?
Bard remains silent for a moment as it filters over its library.
Just a yes or no, that's fine. I'll make another guess if you say no.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not sure how to start with that, other than sometimes I forget things. I go about life, or sometimes I look at things, or I have conversations with people
I go
that
about
aren't
life.
related. Yes,
What?
exactly. Go about life, have
Go about
conversations with
life.
things that aren't related to
Related.
the thing, and then I remember.
Related to the thing. Vittorio grunt.
Maybe if I just pull out a bunch of things, maybe I have it on my person. Okay, I pull out like some parchment, I pull out some ink, I pull out ink pen, I pull out a quill pen, I pull out a pencil, I pull out, I don't have that's on me. A block of incense. Any of these things?
Mara just pecks at some of the things.
Maybe some
No, I
shiny
put them
stuff.
back. Yeah, that's a good idea. Vittorio in my head. Coin of the Emperor. It is a gold coin that has the Emperor's mark on it. I put I take off my necklace, stained steel glass necklace. Put that on there. A white scale I keep around so Zarius' patron doesn't eat me.
Mara pecks at all of these things. She grabs this, like, she grabs the like scale between her beak halves and like uses it like a hammer on the table, doing this like knocking on the table.
And
He pulls a
then
burp face.
Lawrence
Burp
does
gasp.
like a shocked Pikachu as he's like looking in his little pack, and he pulls out not one, not two, but 3 little wind-up miniatures. Puts them on the table. Fastly, I want to show you these.
Cassie's just like staring, like like contempt at this weird bird. He's like, oh,
I put
oh,
the
it
other
is
things back.
a little children's toy.
Mm-hmm.
Mar does not let you get the like still holding the scale.
Oh, she's still holding the scale.
Doing like a pock sound on the table.
What's is this the scale? Is this what you forgot? Was it something like this?
I got onto the table.
This is useful. It says something like this.
Something like this.
Hold up the scale, something like this, like a scale.
The head tilts. Something like this. Vittorio grunt. And then you see the bird. I refer to once again to the bird meme image with the big like wide eyes and then the gasp face. And Mara's mouth opens, and she says, "You've been terribly bad, Mara."
That's not true, Mara.
This is none of your voices.
Equally, it's my patron's voice.
Who said that to you, Mara? Point them out, and I'll have a stern talking with them.
No. Forget.
I make like an intelligence insight check to try to remember if there's anyone that I know that sounds like that, or met like someone that sounds like that.
Sure.
Right, -2 on this because it's int instead of wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
17.
It is not a voice you recognize. It is very deep and gravelly in nature. It almost booms like the voice. Not unlike the voice of priests in their cathedrals, like bouncing off of the walls, making them almost echo and sound even larger.
Hmm. Well, Mara, if you ever hear anyone that sounds like this, you just point them out, okay? But something like this.
Like this.
Like this.
Like
I'll
this.
add that to my notes. Mara is looking for something like. Mara is looking for something like. Have anything else like this on my person? Lawrence thinks. Will look through my pack again. Not really. Is that all Mara has to say to me, Amber?
Simply like settle and like begin muttering things to themselves. A little bit sound
Give her
like
back the
grumbly.
scale.
Like sounds like a grumbly like version of like like Vasily or something when he's moping. Mars sits with the scale and just like looks at it. It's like, Vittorio grunt.
Anyway,
Something like
Vasily,
this.
look at these wind-up
Yes.
miniatures.
Yes, a children's toy.
Aren't they lovely? They're so small and intricate. I thought you'd appreciate them.
He picks one up.
Is it the Chul? Which one did he pick up?
He picks up the little purple one.
Ooh. Does it wriggle if you wind it up?
It does. And it has like a little chomping mouth. He raises an eyebrow. This is certainly very finely crafted. I would probably not let the child play with it.
Those chompers do look like serious business. And look at the pincers on this one. Show him the tool. Chink chink.
Takes a jewel. The little like tentacles like wriggle back and forth. He's like, I don't think I like that one. I would not like to meet this in a dark alleyway.
I pushed the last one towards them. What about this one?
Presses his head at the ant kegs. Shrugs. I believe we have a creature like this. Sort of. Underground. Very hardy.
Looks
Very
like with
annoying.
those plates.
Very annoying, like a pest, only the pest is like the size of a horse.
Speaking of horse, how is yours doing?
Waking up, that is for sure.
That is
Unhappy.
good.
But they will be fine. Nods.
It's good. And yourself? I know we've been away for a little bit.
This is true. No, dip out for many days, leave me behind. To go out and make new friends.
New friend.
Yeah, what do you think? I'm going to sit alone in the tower with a bunch of dogs and a horse? Who do you?
Sorry.
What do you take me
I thought
for?
you meant. I just assumed you meant we would be going out to make new friends, and I was like, I have to say, Vasily, we're doing enemy reconnaissance.
No, Lauren, I'm not stupid. Thank you. At least you came back in one piece.
Yeah, we're alive for the most part, though.
And at least you did not get eaten by a dragon.
At least you didn't get eaten by a dragon. You looked like you were ready to fight that thing.
Why would I fight a dragon? Do you think I'm stupid?
Bite, maybe?
Fight a dragon?
Mm-hmm.
Why would I do that? It looks like one big fungus. That does not look appealing to me at all. Though, I wonder what the memories of a dragon are like. Can't imagine they are much of anything interesting if they live inside of a cave, but you know.
I suppose. Especially when they've been under mind-altering drugs for their entire life. That makes them think they're a rat person.
He makes a like tusk sound. It sounds like almost like a hiss. It's like
Like a hiss of like, I already knew that, Lawrence. Stop trying to be fucking cheeky.
no,
Or
just like a
hiss
just
of,
like it's
damn, wasted opportunity.
perhaps. Perhaps so.
Well, I'm sure one day you might be able to cross it off your bucket list.
Perhaps I will. Drink the blood of a dragon. Lawrence Balin is like staring at you as he's like sipping his drink.
Yeah, like I just moved to Bela, like, okay, Wesley,
Bit
I
of a
have to say
sus
that out loud.
conversation indeed.
What do you mean? You literally said it down. Vasily looks at Balon. Balon looks at Vasily. They come to a silent understanding of keeping, like, shutting the hell up.
Shut the fuck up. Balon is like, damn, there's a vampire in town. As long as he ain't eating anyone, that ain't none of my business.
Also the vampire. I think I'm gonna drink some dragon today.
Was Lawrence who suggested this? What do you mean?
That's a second threat I need to
I
start worrying
I
about.
didn't suggest he drink the dragon.
Imagine becoming a vampire dragon, though. Like,
I
Yeah,
think that
like
was,
Morgan.
No, he's
no,
a bat.
like being a
As big as
dragon,
a
and then
dragon. I don't know
also
what you're talking about.
no, like being a dragon and then also becoming a vampire.
And then a lich as well,
Lerp.
so you become a Dracolich vampire.
A
That's cool.
Dracolich vampire mind flayer?
Yeah, with
First
like
of
an
all,
elder brain
vampirism
instead
only
of the
works
hand.
on
But the
humanoids,
elder
I'm pretty
brain is a
sure.
vampire too.
Lime puppy. You heard that.
Yeah, we should do.
Lime puppy.
So what are you going to do now?
Good question.
Victoria, you can have your like meal, you know, like you can have some stuff. Delphine insists on paying for things.
I tell Delphine that
As of
he's like, all right, you pay for this round, and I'll pay for the next. Then,
Sure thing. Delphine gets mud and sticks for everyone.
oh, bless.
Oh, that's sweet.
Mushroom stick. Mushroom stick, meat stick. There you go. Delicious.
he gives
And some
Vasily one
drinks.
as well, and he doesn't eat it, I will eat it.
No,
Yes, he's not going to eat that.
no, that's the mage. While also at the bar, I'm just going to ask our little Vin. Just
He has
yeah,
any nieces
I
that
mean-
are available.
of course.
He like looks at you, like looking down at you.
Oh, okay. Even though he's sitting down, he's looking down at me.
He's not sitting down. He's not even in a seat. He's standing up.
Oh, I thought that he was sitting on a stool. I'm sorry.
He's not sitting on a stool.
I see.
This man cannot afford a stool.
Okay.
Put that wall away right now. There you
But-
go.
Yeah, no, it was like, Artelvin. Hope everything is, Oh no, he slowly turns around.
Oh no!
I hope,
Confrontation.
yeah, I hope everything is alright after, well, all that happened.
You are trying to ask me about the wounded.
Well, yes, the wounded and, well, yourself, your nieces.
Thanks to your swift intervention, myself and my nieces are counted among the lucky few who were not injured.
Hmm.
But I have expressed my gratitude already.
I remember. I'm not looking. It's like, yeah, I'm not.
He's not a little haughty, but like it's like
Yeah.
it's
like,
a defense mechanism.
yeah, no. He's like, yeah, I remember. Not looking for thank you or anything. Just saw you here. Just gonna ask. I mean, I hope that well, all the supplies you had came in handy.
They most certainly did.
Yeah, that's good. I'll stop by tomorrow or something. I might have a couple of more tiger's milk. I can donate to replenish your stock. I might also have some things I'm actually not entirely sure of what they are, but yeah. That's for another day.
You not? Very well.
All right. Well, I'll let you get back to. And I look. Is he nursing a drink? Is he holding food?
Yeah, he's got like a mushroom wine.
Yeah, like, I'll let you get back to your wine. Yeah, go with Delphine and deliver all of these meat sticks.
As I was saying about the herbal properties of such a wine, he continues his conversation with the
Oh.
cloud, who's standing there like arms folded, like nodding, like
I see.
I know. I made that.
Victoria's just gonna look the Baron straight in his eyes.
The Baron looks at you and bats his eyelashes. Oh, Vittorio, you brought food.
No, it's nice of you that you kept my seat warm there.
I must inform you that my ass is in fact not warm.
Mm-hmm. That's
It is very cold.
yeah.
And thus I very much appreciate that you would give me your seat so that I could have a heated seat, Vittorio.
Oh. It's very kind of you.
Yes, it is very kind of you indeed, Vittorio, he says,
Oh yeah.
patting his eyelashes.
It's very fucking kind. Yeah. Now get out of my seat, Vasily.
You see like the slight downturn of his ears, and it's like, where am I supposed to sit?
Sad
He's like,
animal.
he like gestures to the chair that is like here. That's not actually there
Remember,
on the map.
if he gets up, I will kick him before he gets up and then say I won.
Vasily gracefully stands up
Oh, excellent.
and shuffles to the side and sits down next to Lords.
Oh, okay. Hey, that's not my problem.
Wheeze.
Oh, it is no problem at all, Vittorio.
Tora just really wanted to sit next to Balon.
Yeah.
Or maybe he wanted his heated seat, he heated it for a reason.
Alan looks at you. Is that so?
But he looks at me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, he's like, I just don't like it when people assume they can just sit wherever they want. Isn't that right, Vasily?
Isn't that the premise of a tavern, that people come into your establishment and sit wherever they want?
Uh-huh. No, it's
Oh,
alright.
like-
Just
exactly.
more gentlemanly clubs, I guess.
Ah, myself too.
God damn
We know, Vasily.
it. It's like saying we know you're a whore, don't worry about it.
We remember.
I do miss the field lady sometimes.
God damn it.
Entertainment was
Yes.
good.
You had very long hair that time.
There was certainly something about seeing our dead
Admiredly touches
comrades.
the short hair.
Ah, they saw you as well.
I suppose so.
Yes, those tarot readings were quite neat.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, I remember.
One would say
Surprising
you're
results.
Yeah, I remember.
Surprising results.
Remember the lady doing the reading. She was also quite something.
What did we get again?
I'm sure that you would think that, Vittorio.
Well, I'm sure you would think that as well.
I will have you know that I, in fact, did not look at that lady.
Squint inside a moment.
Yeah, I was about to say, Vittorio, it does not believe that for a single second.
Oh, that's decent.
For a single second. He doesn't believe it so much that I'm gonna use the tactical thingy.
Fate, inspiration, advantage, tactical
Understandable.
expertise.
I will. Here you go.
That'll spell guidance.
That'll spell guide. Amber, give me a second. I need to roll my thing.
Yeah.
Somebody D6 and then D4.
Where the fuck is my thing?
Can't.
Oh, there.
Let's go.
Now, the important question is, was this guidance on Vasily or on Vittorio?
I am not going to invoke the Lord's name in vain.
Okay,
So no.
I see. Well, then it's the 22 versus 26.
Totally believes.
Yeah, no,
I don't know. Maybe Vasily did know this woman more intimately than he lets on. Maybe he didn't.
yeah, Vittorio, he's like,
And it would have been a bit cringe to, look at her that way.
he just squints a bit. He's like, yeah, I'm sure Sure, she didn't get the blood pumping for you. That's fine.
That's not
That
exactly
would
how
be incredible,
I am.
you know.
There must first be blood for there to be blood pumping. And you know what? I wasn't starving all the time when I lived back in Novostoy.
I was kind of.
Yeah, well, when you live back in Overstory, you have people
I
feed you.
Victorious looks at him with a face that says, well, his facial expression is basically like, we're in a public place. That's basically what his face is saying.
His face. You see him look at you. You see like the slight quirk of the eyebrow that says, "You think I give a shit? Watch me give a shit
Of
right
course,
now."
getting food is a lot easier when you are a wealthy nobleman. The life of the adventurer is something a bit more precarious, right?
I would not
Yes.
I
know
don't know. We
anything
live a
about
pretty
it.
good life.
Yes, but it's not like we eat I don't know, quail eggs and
You think quail egg is a noble food?
Financially speaking, we don't spend 60 gold pieces a 10-day to eat.
yeah. Well,
Let's say maybe 10.
You are correct.
Rations are 50% of a diet. And you know, they're fine, but they're nutritious, though sometimes I wish I had
No
the luxury.
scrunch up. I don't know how you can eat that shit.
Well, after a while, your
Or oats,
stomach
honestly.
stops grumbling. You keep forgetting about what taste
What, the
is.
taste buds like die on
Yeah,
your
they
mouth as
die,
well? Oh,
they
of
wither,
course.
and after a while, you know, you stick with it. It's better than starving. But yes, they
Scratches his
taste
hand.
nice.
Feels like. Did you see that that illustration of the man going through the desert? It was a propaganda piece. Actually, the man like crawling through the desert, and then he arrived at a sign, and it was like Novostoya, 6 miles, Castanella, 12 miles, and he goes to Castanella.
That's pretty. He like opens his mouth, closes it again.
I feel like it's a that kind of scenario.
You Castanellans are truly something else.
3 people at the table go, yes.
Yes. I believe that I am adapting quite well to this nouveau camping experience. As they would say in Tranio.
that's the way you wanted
The good old elves would
Camping in
say.
Shaniel must be absolutely extreme.
Oh, this most assuredly extreme. I have heard that they have big hot forests there, like a jungle. It is humid, so humid that you can literally breathe water. And also they have
That would be the
tigers.
last place I want to visit. Imagine all the books melting in your backpack. Ugh.
Of course, it's rough. It gets everywhere. Well, good thing we have Shelly.
Ah, yes. Another pet.
Oh,
But
yeah,
this one
not a pet.
decidedly more disturbing than the other ones.
Shelly's lovely. You can put your
Yeah, I
little
especially
intelligence
like the
inside of her
little.
if you'd like.
Especially like the little like glazed over eyeball that sits in the top of it.
Yes.
Lords, you feel eyes upon you.
Who the fuck is looking at me? I have big perception. Who the fuck is looking at me?
Give me a perception check.
Okay, so I assume it's no one at the table. Perceive.
Pretty rough, buddy.
Wah, wah.
You feel that somewhere in the darkness of this tavern, someone is staring at you in this very moment.
Shirley came
You
here.
you
and
meet its
started-
Ethan's
gaze.
like going
You,
again.
you meet its gaze, and it's the basilisk. Well, we're
Ah, shit, man.
The
That's
basilisk
rough.
is laying under the table, like making this rumbling sound, and it snores.
Be
like...
lucky that you failed that roll.
Amber,
hmm
I need you to very quickly just check the stream if you have it open.
Very well. Hey, it's gasp! Oh yeah, it was most assuredly Ayani talking about the shit
Yeah,
that you got from her.
absolutely.
Little burp gasp in the stream.
yeah.
What?
The
Daddy
rat.
loves you.
That he does.
Hmm.
Amber, this is a weird question. Maybe can I
Mhm.
make an animal handling check to see how well this basilisk appreciates my presence while I'm writing and sitting here?
Sure.
Unbothered, uncaring, moisturized.
Let's go.
mundane.
Focus.
There you go.
This
He's
is a
like,
roll
"Neck
to
up."
see how much it appreciates his presence, not for him to appreciate his presence.
No.
You look at Eckhart and you see him like laying on his side. He's got 6 legs, not 8, because hello, we're hexapedal on this planet.
Yeah.
Thank you. And you see his like little glowing, beady blue eyes like stare at you. It's like just like scratches his own tummy with like 3 of his legs
I'll
as he
toss
lays
him.
there like
I'll toss
relaxed.
him one
So
of the mushrooms.
talented.
I'll toss him one of the mushrooms for my mushroom stick. There you go.
As he's laying there on his side, you see the
How
nose like
awesome.
the nostrils like the mouth opens and like a tongue like wraps around the mushroom and like slowly like slides it back into the mouth across the floor. And it like closes around it.
Good boy. And I'll scribble away. Keep writing. I need to get this song done.
Valeriana's just like
You're my-
openly. Valeriana's just sitting there next to you, like openly staring at ER who doesn't see anything.
Yeah, I'm letting him sit on the bench.
Yes.
Like he's
He
sitting on
literally
the
sits
bench.
next to you, like his head just comes over, like over the table, like leaning on it, looking at ER, like.
I'll ask Valerianus, have you found what you're looking for yet? No, that doesn't make sense.
In here.
Well, so far, not in here particularly. Unless it's in here, then I mean, answer that's a possibility, I guess.
He like looks over at the around the room and he says, "Unless I was looking for the statue of a halfling, I do not believe so. No."
Well, let me know when my end of the deal comes up.
Hmm. I think you will notice when it is decidedly more divine in nature than any of the things that we have encountered thus far.
You would be surprised at how oblivious I am sometimes.
I have noticed a time or two.
Thanks, Valerianus. No,
I
that doesn't
jest.
work. That's rare for you.
Perhaps I feel in a more lax mood tonight.
Good.
Salute.
You should sometimes be.
Then
You're
also be
always quite.
vigilant.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you should always be on guard.
The little brow furrows. But it is my duty.
No. Right now, it's your duty to be around. Sure, you are standing guard, but I mean, he points in the tavern, and then points at everyone here, and the group here. Says, "Do you see? Do you see people there be on guard? I mean, they're all seasoned adventurers, and they all seem quite lax, don't they?"
Peer
No one
pressure.
is on guard.
Hmm?
I mean, if no one is on guard, isn't that a bad thing?
Not always.
Can even the greatest warrior not be felled by
Of
stepping
course.
on a venomous snake?
I mean, yes, a great warrior can be felled, but if you're always on guard, then you start not noticing things as well.
What do you mean? If I'm always on guard, then I will
Self-care.
notice the things.
If you're always on guard, that means you ignore these small things that are going on around you, don't you?
Perhaps you may, but I will not.
Well, just relax sometimes, Valerianus.
Things go bad when people are not on guard, Zarius.
I mean, yes. Is that why you paused the game, Amber? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, it was because I accidentally I accidentally hit the pause button.
Exit beholder.
So anyway, a beholder appears in the tavern. Welcome to session 1.
Nice.
No, I'm like, I mean, sometimes, but if you don't relax every now and again, your body is. Doesn't that mean that your life is kind of stressful? Keep writing.
I find relaxation in my tasks.
Well,
A sense
that
of
makes one
peace
of
and
us.
contentment in my work.
Well,
The greatest
Absolute
stress.
celestial moment.
I'm glad I have someone looking out for me, Valerianus.
How do you think immortal beings like made for a
Of
specific
course.
purpose like survive that?
Hold out,
They
hold
don't
out a
lose
bit
their
of the
mind.
mushroom stick. Really, nothing.
Like, said it for a moment. It's like shrugs.
It's good, you know. Food, it's nice. Well, that depends on what food. A lot of people don't like mushrooms, actually. Weird texture.
Food and drink means little to me now.
I mean, you could try it.
He blinks.
Have you ever tried it?
It is a distant memory to me now.
Your loss. I'll eat the rest of it.
He sits there.
No, continue writing because I want this thing to be done.
Mm-hmm.
Put the chat.
And it's
It'll
like
be
slightly
done when
like
it is
wags his
ready to be
tail.
done.
Ron's just like slightly wagging his tail. He's just having a moment, you know, like a time. He's having a time just sitting there working.
Work. Work, 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 work.
In your mind, he speaks.
Oh.
Do not think less of me for remaining vigilant and not indulging in the smaller pleasures.
I'll respond in the mind. Oh, no. I don't think less of you. I mean,
Good.
it's more you want your friends to be happy too, you know?
I am happy as I am.
That's all I need to know.
It is my duty to protect those who need it.
You definitely need it.
Because everyone, even great adventurers, even the great Emperor of the Burag himself, can fall to treachery.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. Oh, it sounds like you have personal connections with him. Or at least
Perhaps
sounds like.
once.
Oh. I didn't know that. There's actually surprisingly little I know of you, Valerianus.
Maybe it was simply intended to be so.
Well, I trust you, even if I know a little about you.
His tail wags like once, like left and right. And I trust
Me and
in the
this
great
dog gotta
plan.
have a talk.
I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna talk.
And I trust in the great plan.
I'm gonna talk in his mind. Say, I might need your help later as well, but we'll talk about that later.
Of course. That's what I'm here for.
Great. It'll be very dangerous.
Like, you see the ears like slightly raised, like, huh?
Danger.
Very well.
Danger sense triggers.
Sensor danger.
Very well.
Mm.
And then I'll just continue playing, sometimes practicing on stage, I guess, because I might as well. I've been writing, and then I'll just continue writing. And let the rest do their thing as well.
Alright. Is there anything you guys still want to say or do here? The night is starting to draw.
Yeah, it's
I
fair
think
enough.
we're hitting the early hours.
I
Victoria.
need to buy some cheese for Radigan.
Stop
Oh.
it!
Whatever he wants. What do you mean?
You,
He's been
you
such a
can
good
get
guy.
you can get cheese.
The best cheese. How much is that?
The best cheese.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna buy
don't think-
Balon's cheese. It is
wow.
very special cheese. This is not even
If
goat
it's not
cheese.
shaved,
Because goat is like a
his
very
head,
hardy
I'm gonna
like
be
piece of
disappointed.
livestock that is kept here, you know. But
Mhm.
then you have hornhead cheese, which is like
Oh.
milked from hornhead.
Mm.
Mm.
I
I'm
see.
You get a little.
salivating.
You can get a little bit of hornhead cheese, sure.
Let's go.
Wait, then where
I
is
hope
Balon's-
it's shaped like his
Balon's
face.
cheese milked from?
it's milk from the hornheads.
Mm-hmm. From the hornet, of course.
I shut up. What do you mean? I
Uh-huh.
literally just said it's from hornets.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
From hornets.
Of course.
This
Uh-huh.
cheese is 2 silver for a little block of cheese.
Holy shit.
Oh, let's go. I'll buy that.
That's,
Whoppa, I'll buy 3 blocks of cheese
Hornheads.
for my boy.
Hornets don't have they don't have much offspring. Like they're very difficult to get to breed. So having a cow that actually like gives milk is like hard, you know.
Mm.
And then they also dry age it for quite some time. For even more delicious mushroomy. It's got a very earthy mushroomy flavor, you know. Delicious.
This is
Chims.
understandable.
That's great. We'll buy 3 of them. All right.
3 of them.
Very
I'll
nice.
take your entire stock.
You're not stonks.
Balon exchange it to you in like something that looks like something akin to like a drug deal, you know, like exchanging the goods for the money.
3 wheels of cheese hanging there.
It's like you want to buy some cheese, kids. Radigan looks at you with the big eyes.
What is it called? Balon cheese. Where did it come from? Shh. You don't ask that.
Yeah, you don't need to know.
Came from Balon. What do you mean? It came?
Straight
I bought it
from
off
the
him.
source.
Oh, that's what you mean.
But yes, I'll give Radigan his block, a whole block of cheese, and then if he can't eat it all, I'm just gonna keep it until he wants more, because he earned his cheese, you know. He did
Still
a good
tries. Unfortunately, all of you are subject to one of Radigan's personality traits.
job.
Uh-huh.
As he
Beatboxing while he eats
no,
cheese.
it's not even beatboxing. Beatboxing is what he does to like try and keep his thoughts to himself, but it doesn't really work. So he like literally just beatboxes out loud when he gets nervous. But here he's just like you're being led through the entire experience of eating this cheese. Delicious. Nom, 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 nom. Oh, yummy. Wow. Such succulent flavor.
I love it.
Live review
You know,
of
just
Balon
there
cheese.
realizing that this rat is telepathic.
Oh,
30 feet of this rat is like, what the fuck is going on?
Eventually, we get
I-
asked to leave.
Like,
Live review
like
of cheese.
literally
You know-
everyone in this fucking tavern is like, what the
you know, no, this is excellent. This is excellent because this is going on. Victoria is like, well, I suppose to segue off of that, is the festival of the familiars going to happen at a later date, or
Yeah, cheese. Awesome.
Oh, God.
Oh, yummy!
imagine
Wow, this is really
with
good.
someone, and all you hear in the meantime is like, yum, 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 yum.
Wow.
Very good cheese.
Master Tokas is so good to me.
I just imagine Tokas disappearing under his hat in embarrassment.
No, he's patting. He's proud of this little guy. He's just proud of him. Oh,
Oh my god.
oh, this
Look
is
how
amazing.
good my boy is.
Yes, look
Look
at
how
him.
good.
He
My
can
fucking
like
familiar.
fucking broadcast cheese experiences. He'd be such a nice like live reviewer of anything you want. You could buy Radigan services. You just carry him around, and everyone will know how good your cheese is.
It's just wow, the fucking the taste. The taste palette of this cheese is truly exquisite.
When you awaken Radigan, everyone in like 30 feet feels what he feels, so you're gonna taste the cheese as well, but at the same intensity of this rat.
Incredible. Balon will inform you that they're likely not gonna. They're probably not going to.
No.
But it's alright, he
Tough
says,
memory.
because there's a new holiday coming right up.
Uh-huh.
It reminds me of the authoritarian
you
regime
best-
that has lots of festivals so that people forget about the hardships of existence.
Literally.
That's what it is when you live in an adventuring thing. It says, I hope you're a fan of fashion because the festival of silly hats is coming right up.
The festival of yum cheese. The festival of what?
Silly hats.
When
You have a silly hat. Wesley, do you have something I could borrow?
Like your hair.
So he just like blinks at you. He's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
No, I just figured you brought quite a large wardrobe. I don't have any hats.
Did
now that I
you
think
see the
about it.
tiny ass rucksack I packed? I was like, "What do you mean?"
Me like recalling the giant fucking two giant suitcases he took, and I'm like,
One of them was like full of shit that he had to sell
yeah.
to get money. It's like literally vastly pulling like a hotel room experience, stealing everything from the house.
Is Balon telling us when this is supposedly taking place?
Tomorrow. Oh my god, we can make a silly hat of the dragon.
God damn it.
I don't think it
Oh
would
my God.
appreciate that at all.
Well, I will tell you guys that he gives you the date, but I can't give you the date in game because
No,
it
okay.
has to do with the Dreamlanders and their next thing.
Ah.
No, don't watch the stream, Dreamlanders.
It's up to you, Dream.
Oh, actually, it's called the Festival of Fancy Hats.
Fancy hats.
Fancy hats, yes.
maybe I'll just
Balon
spend a
will
whole
tell
last
you what
downtime
kind of
making-
hat do you have, Balon? I know that Balon has a really good hat planned. I hope.
I just wear Shelly upside down.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
What?
if you want a 15 pounds hat, sure.
Yes.
Ounce of hat.
Listen,
Oh boy.
I want to be. If I'm gonna die right at the gym, I want to die at the gym and then have the guy that was supposed to be spotting me put on another 45 pounds.
Oh my god, I know exactly what
TikTok you're referring to?
Balon promises he will make a fiery entrance at the Festival of Fancy Hats.
I hoped you would make a beardy entrance, but I suppose
Wow!
it's also nice.
That's very mean.
I see.
You bring up his tragic backstory, Gabe. It's not cool. Only cool when he references it.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, Victoria's like, oh, well. I suppose we'll see about that when that comes around.
I suppose you will. All right.
Yeah.
This is day
What next?
5.
Well, I suppose that we should indeed go back to the tower and have a long rest, and then begin
Yes.
our looking into things. But the biggest question is, are we straight up going to just say, okay, we're going to take a 10-day, because that means that that the actual real research downtime can be taken, because that's a 10-day. And yes, people that want to look into stuff about this, about the dragon situation, we can do that stuff. And then I guess we'll see what happens.
I think so, yes. Vittorio Zarius will ask you something the next day. If we do take it, and time we take it.
Yeah, that's why I'm like asking, I guess, mostly out of character, if we want to do that. Or if we're just gonna try and...
some training, so I'll do that if we do take downtime.
I thought you were gonna look into stuff with the maps.
Maps.
Right?
Oh no, I just meant to do that like out of character. I mean, sorry, not out of character. Like not as like a mechanical downtime, but just like generally just ask people.
Right, so it'll
I-
basically be only me and Vittorio trying to work with this thing. Or Zarius,
Wait,
are you
what
also
thing are you trying to work on? Are you
Well,
guys working on dragon stuff?
Huh?
yeah. I will. This sounds weird. Zarius is going to research, but in his own way, and not really with books. So he's not taking that downtime. And I'll tell you in a moment. With Vittorio, you'll hear what it is.
Guys,
Alright.
the morning you guys get up in the 25th, Delphine is already like packed up her stuff. Like she's already like ready in the morning.
What?
Aww.
To go where?
She's ready for the day.
Yeah.
She
Ah,
wishes
alright.
you good morning by saying Melnakith. Good morning in Draconic.
Victoria's
What?
just gonna blink.
The conch?
Teacher you the
Zarius,
language.
Yeah.
What?
She
When did you?
fucking Draconic? Damn, that's...
I will respond in Draconic. When did you learn this?
Don't overwhelm her. We don't know how much she knows. I say it.
Hmm.
How do you do? I say in Draconic.
I understand what you mean, she says. I had
Wait.
dreams about it.
Oh, Zarius puts his hand on his face.
She like
Did
holds
you
up the
open-
conch. I can hear it in here.
Oh,
That's where it went, I
you
see.
learned Draconic from the con?
I only know how to speak
Yeah.
Water Leaper.
I think Delphine rolled. She rolled either like Storm Dragon or like Bronze Dragon. So I was like, well, the main
Oh.
language of this aquatic dragon race is Draconic.
That's-
So you know.
Zarius will just look. It's like, that's awesome. Can you write it as well, or just understand it? He's keep talking in Draconic.
Toka sitting there like, alright, I guess I'm officially the only member in the party that doesn't know Draconic.
I'll say
I
in
guess she
common-
can just understand it. Like, there's no reason that she would gain an understanding of like
she speak
writing it
it?
as well. She can speak it. Yes, she can
Mhm.
understand it and she can
Yeah.
speak it.
She's like, I will basically like high five her and basically like, that's awesome.
Victoria's like, Well,
Exciting
that-
development.
that's where the conch went. Mind if I hold on to it for a while? Says,
Yeah,
I
sure.
was about to say that. I'm currently trying to learn a bit more of a certain language. I would appreciate if I could use it this time.
I mean,
see
I
if
only
can
speak
learn
5.
another one.
Like, I only speak 5, but so I don't.
I only speak 5.
I mean, I speak Imperial Norm,
Say
Draconic,
Vittorio could
Halfling,
use it,
Draconic, Druidic.
Could use it next. Tokas actually after I finish my thing. The first time I said Vittorio could use it next. And then Delphine went and took it. So. I think it would be
fucking
better
take
than
it!
Vittorio.
Someone gave
Yeah,
it
and
to her.
then we
I'm gonna add it
Was
to
it
your
me?
sheet.
So if
I
we
don't
ever
know,
want
I'll
to
give it to her.
exclude Tokas from what we're saying, we're all just speaking Draconic.
Alright, well,
Wow, you guys are
I
really mean.
guess I'll have to make do.
Don't worry, if I want to communicate with Tokas, I'll just speak Halfling. Oh no, wait, never mind.
Rowlish.
I don't know Rowlish. I only know Halfling.
Yeah. I thought they were like this. Damn, I thought they were the same language.
But
Alright. Victoria, do you want to roll?
Yeah, sure.
You need to roll
Okay,
number
D23.
of
let's go, Vittorio!
language
not-
you will learn, and then
Alright, 1, 2,
number of
3,
weeks it
4.
takes.
Okay, 10. Only D10.
So low is good in this case.
What the? No, high is like whack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What? What?
Please learn something like Qualish, which is
No.
Mind Flayer language.
No, he just learns giant shark. Like he just learns shark.
Oh, I don't like this. Can you re-roll the D10?
Sure.
Another
I don't like something weird called a sloth shark. I don't like that.
A sloth shark.
shark though. Hey, nice.
10.
What is that?
Water wood.
Do I have this PDF? You guys can keep talking about what you wanted to talk about. I'm just gonna look and see if I've got this PDF.
Yeah,
that
I
can
mean, the question still is if we are going to take an actual 10-day or do this on a day-by-day basis, and if so, how that affects the research.
We've
That's
already
the main
seen what
course.
affects the research about that.
I
We
mean,
need to take a 10-day for an extended research. If we take less days, we'll get less results with a harder DC and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, basically, I'm gonna take a very slightly different approach. But again, I will. I will talk with Vittorio in the morning about
Yeah.
this.
That's
I'm
fine.
just yes, yeah. I mean, just feels a bit meh if some people are like, okay, we work on this group situation, we take the downtime, and then someone is just doing personal downtime. It's kind of whack.
Hey, I'm doing downtime for the group as well.
Yeah,
I'm gonna write, which is
Which
our
is
other
for the
end of the
god.
promise.
Which is
Yeah.
for the god.
yes.
Not for the group.
to keep up our promise.
Okay, so I guess we.
So it hits me in Vittorio, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I in the morning is I guess if we are deciding to do it, Visarius will approach you, Vittorio.
Yeah.
And he's like, Vittorio, can we talk for a moment?
Uh-huh.
I have a request. You know how I said we should at least learn more about dragons before we, make the decision if we're moving it or not moving it or killing it possibly.
Mhm.
I like to do that in a very specific way. The only way we can, really. I'd like to talk to it regularly, but I don't want to go by myself. And I want to do this like after I'm done writing on a day. I want to
All
have a
right.
conversation with it.
Uh-huh. Well, I was already planning on going visiting daily, so yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to do, but I wouldn't want to do it alone because if you piss it off and it does attack, we're dead.
Well, I
You're alone.
wasn't really intending to piss it off, but yeah, I get what you
Well,
mean.
I mean, you never intend to piss someone
Zarius
off.
is.
No, just want to talk to it, get to know who it is. I mean, do we? It's a he, right? We know it's a he. I think
I
we're not even sure about that, are we?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, honestly.
We know he's born of Shadeclaw, the Saturn Wing, born of Farks, the Phantom Dancer, right? That's what he said.
Victoria does a think as I check my notes.
Like that's what's in my notes. So I'm like,
Yeah, I mean then that is probably correct. Who are you? No, where's it? Light Mercury Iker. No. Ah, yes. Born of Shadeclaw, the Saturn Wing. Born of
Mm-hmm.
Barak, the Phantom Dancer.
Yeah. So I'd like to join you, if you don't mind.
Don't. All right.
I mean, that's the only way we can research about it specifically.
Well, specifically, yes. Dragons in general, though, that's
Yeah,
something else.
yeah. Lawrence told me to focus on the writing for now because it's a promise I made first.
I suppose that's fair enough. I think at least Tokas is going to try looking into dragons in general. You mentioned something about it, but we'll have to double check with him, of course.
Yeah, yeah. Of course, I just wanted to ask you, just
Yeah, I
if you could
mean,
accompany me.
as I said, I'll be trying to visit Scrake daily, and I guess talk. At the same time, I need to try and look into suitable location on the map for the suitable caverns and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you do that. I'll write.
Yeah, well, no, that should be doable.
All right. Well, good to know. I'll be mostly here. Vastly, are you good with music?
What do you mean?
Are you like good with music? Like, are you good with songwriting or singing or playing an instrument in particular?
Wait, do I do I look like I'm good at writing music?
No, but you
I
look
may
like you've
have on
heard a
it.
lot of. You look like you've
I
heard a
may have
lot of
heard
it.
a lot of music.
Yeah, so you probably have a decent amount of knowledge about it, right? I
I
mean,
have an
probably more
understanding of
than
what I like.
because I'm writing music and I'll do that here, and I need someone to bounce off of. It's always nice instead of
I can
just
tell you
myself.
if it sounds like shit.
Yeah, that's kind of what I need. That's the entire thing. And then you have something to do as well if you like. You don't have to. Just asking if you would like to help. I know if you and Lawrence are gonna do something else. If not, you know.
No, I'm just going to be writing.
Oh, you're also writing.
Yes.
Oh, then we can bounce off each other.
He like raises an eyebrow. I suppose we could.
I'm a good writer, I think.
Uh huh. Uh huh. I am sure you are.
Okay, time to write, boys. Only need 5 more days, and then I can make another rule.
Alright, can you all just write in Discord what you're going to do this downtime?
Yes.
Let's take a 10-minute break to get a drink and stuff.
Sure.
I'll be right back.
Where is the handout for language learning?
Yeah.
I mean, language learning. Oh, yeah, that's new, right? Is it? Is it
Has
new?
been new for a long time at this point.
Okay, break. Well, let's do this. We will be back in a little bit. And we are
Back.
indeed back.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
We are back, and we're gearing up for some downtime.
Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
Zars, you want to roll first?
Yes, I'm just gonna roll
Might as well.
2d100, keep highest one. I'm spending my inspiration. I want this done.
Mhm.
Plus 10 because I've used 10 days of downtime. So, oh,
Nice.
which one is it? It's
96.
96. I
Four
have 6 chapters.
Nice.
6 chapters total.
Oh,
Very
nice. Yeah,
nice.
6 chapters.
I have finished.
This song is
Yes!
slap song. This one fits so many chapters. Question mark.
I mean, I like to imagine with songs, a chapter is more like a couplet, like there's many couplets of songs, I guess.
There's many rewritings.
Yeah, I mean, you want to get it right, but
Yeah,
and then
91
the
rewrites.
91. Ooh.
Sorry, 100 and something rewrites.
But I will now that I have the Shepherd of Souls finished, I will first of all teach what I'm gonna help. I'm gonna help the rest of my 5 days. I'm gonna help Vittoria, or I think Tokas with researching the dragon, not with looking maps, because I know I'm helping with the dragon, but Zaris is definitely not looking to relocate. He wants to learn more about the dragon specifically. So he's gonna help Tokas with the rest of the 5 days, and if I can squeeze it in, I would like to teach Ninkwe's daughter the song I've written. Like, sing it with her a
Yes,
couple of
did
times.
make that promise as well.
No, I didn't. I actually
Very
gave her a
well.
copy of my unfinished work because I wanted her to know the song in case I died in the hole. So, but
Vibes, man. Vibes.
I'd like to teach Ninkwe the song I've written so she can sing it to be closer to the entity she likes.
Damn, now you have to teach this girl how to sing.
No, I just have. She doesn't need to sing it well. She just needs to sing
An
it.
elf, she already knows that sing. What do you mean?
Damn.
It's my
Yeah, man.
first finished song, everyone.
Actually, let me double
Yay!
check.
True.
Let me double check what kind of. What are we actually looking at here? Because I'm pretty sure she's a gray elf.
And of course, daily meetings with Scrayquall, whose name I have
As
butchered.
a gray elf, it doesn't even matter. She literally has expertise in singing.
She's naturally talented.
Yeah, but I'll teach her, and I hope she likes
Pretty
it.
much.
I don't know if the
She
god will
teaches
give me
you.
a sign that they like it, but
I suppose we will see. Because
Get
after 5
smitten.
days, you finish this song.
Nice.
yes, I'm so happy I finally finished a song, everyone.
And can start
Been a long time coming.
performing it.
Yeah, I certainly will, but for not yet because I'm helping with the dragon knowledge.
Right.
I don't know if that helps Tokas in any way, but the last 5 days I would like to help Tokas.
Give Tokas a +1.
I'll take that +1. It'll be needed. Gonna roll my int check.
Amber,
+1.
Does any
Yeah.
of my previous donations to the library apply?
How much did you
Ooh.
donate to her?
Well, for the quote unquote roof fixture, I think I donated like what, 1 platinum.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
Don't think that's enough.
I mean, it's probably not enough. but
+1.
a plus
Oh,
one.
you're
There you go. Nice.
+2.
Take a +2 then. It's pretty much an investigation check. All right.
If
A
you,
full 10 day, right?
I mean,
Yeah, full 10 day.
yeah.
I have sold. Well, first of all, I should ask you: is it possible to sell the crystal case for the 50 gold pieces here?
Yeah.
All right, and then I'll use those 50 GP to fund my research of deep dragons.
Yeah.
You take the spell scroll out of it, do you also...
Yeah, no, I should just leave it there as a bonus, you know. Hey, yeah, if there was a spell scroll.
How, what a kindly man you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Spell scroll is definitely out of it.
Is were we able to apply inspiration on this or no?
I
Yeah.
mean, it's a roll, so I'll use mine.
Oh, okay. I was gonna offer mine. But
No, it's
Yeah,
fine.
I used my last one on the D100 roll.
With last time I went up to 3, so
oh, okay, yeah, then you should.
I'm gonna
definitely
use mine.
Yeah.
And roll a +7 intelligence check. Let's see. I'm just gonna roll just gonna roll investigation because it's the same thing. And if it's bad, it's a 23. I'll take that. I'll
Wow,
take
that's
that.
really good.
Nice.
I shall take that roll.
All right. You're looking into that. Vittoria, what are you looking into?
I'm just primarily scouring maps and actually, I guess, talking with other delvers about, locations that I think would be able to like house Scrakewall, caverns that are a bit ways away from the enclave, and that you would actually be able to go there through the tunnels.
All right.
Doesn't this dragon have like the Skaven ability to just like squidge themselves?
Yeah, it's an ooze. It can just go through 1-inch spaces.
Liquid. Remember mentioning it.
But yeah,
He has
that is.
Skaven ability to run away from things.
Bold.
Ah,
But that is indeed what Victoria is doing, and then as I put in channel as well, he's gonna visit Straykall daily as well, to talk.
Three of us together.
Yeah. So I don't know what kind of role you actually want from me.
Map check.
You're going out to chat with people?
Well, it's going over the map we have, and anything I might be able to maybe find at the library if there's maps there, but probably not. And then yes, talking with people. It's a lot of things, I know. If you want me to stick to one thing, I will.
Yeah, I would just like you to stick to one role
I mean,
to encompass.
yes, I wasn't attempting to do multiple roles.
I know. I'm asking you what you want to put forward.
Okay, well, if that's the case, I guess, just stick with the equivalent of a research role as well, then, or
Depends. Are you better at carousing or research?
I have 6 charisma.
I think the research is a better option.
Research then.
Okay, it is
Research, please.
Can I?
That's 50 GP more, right?
I assume so.
Let's see. Did we get anything else we could sell from that thing? Oh.
Well, I can at least use that, so that's something.
Guess we didn't. All right. I suppose it's 10 GP from everyone then.
Yeah. And
just take it out of the money that we got from the place in the first place.
What?
Take it out of the money we got from the place in the first place.
I think we already split those up.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I know. I just mean for everyone's inventory wise.
yes.
Yeah.
All right. This. Wow, a 3. Amazing.
Ooh.
And I guess I'll use inspiration as well, and then
Let's go.
Have fate. I mean inspiration, not fate.
Hey, that's nice.
Oh,
Inspired.
that's an 18.
That's an
That's pretty fire.
18, and I'm gonna keep that because
Money well spent.
not gonna get any better.
Fire, bro.
All right.
EM snickering triggers a flight or flight response.
And I'm a flightless bird.
Barbarian Kenku.
Yep,
Mm.
love it.
Actually, it might not be too bad, Barbarian Kenku, because they get that bonus to Dex.
That is true, but you also can't have a great axe because you're small. No, maybe you're medium.
And you're medium.
Nah, that's great. You can play a like fucking 3'7" Kenku, but you're mechanically medium.
The second day
Oh my god.
that you guys visit this dragon, something has changed.
Him.
Uh-oh.
He has. Oh, he made a fucking.
There is a huge hole in the rock wall.
How did
He's
you do that?
claiming it. He's
How-
claiming it. He's claiming this
How did you?
place.
How did you do that? How did you modify the map?
How did I do that? Photoshop.
Can't believe I didn't notice. Damn.
Just magic. Easy.
But there's a bat flying around.
Too powerful.
Hello, buddy.
Great rock wall has been carved out into like a little cavern. And already there are mushrooms growing inside of it.
What a boy.
Magical. Oh,
His mushroom hole.
mushroom hole.
Hmm. Good. Like when you say they're growing, are they, just like popping up from under the ground, or are they already like big mushrooms?
Mushrooms there. You're not sure, like, this hole, this like cavern wasn't here before. You're not sure if it just like opened up, like maybe a cavern. There was like a cavern there always, and it just opened up.
Excuse
It's
you, I
like
have
weird.
max int. I remember everything I've seen in my life.
I'm sorry, you don't have keen mind.
Oh, I have keen mind built in with my ASI. Right, so he's made himself a hole filled with mushrooms, and I guess he can grow mushrooms in holes. This is as much data we've gathered.
Yeah. Victoria's like, I'm pretty sure that wasn't there the last time.
Yeah, I don't remember it.
No, I suppose we should ask him about it.
Yeah, well, that is something. I mean, it's starting to look dangerously much like he's claiming this place, though.
Or maybe he doesn't want to be in the open. That's also understandable. People usually sleep with a roof over their head.
Zars looks around, like kind of holds up his arms, like, we're in an enclosed space.
And then why are we sleeping in a tower, not in the ground?
Well, our tower doesn't have a roof, so
But we do have 4 walls around us.
Yeah, fine. I get what you mean, but still.
Right, well, I guess there's only one person we can... Well, no, creature we can check with. Let's go... hold on a moment. Let's turn it around. Comprehend languages. Ready to go.
I mean, he speaks Draconic, doesn't he?
Yeah, but I don't.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, it's kind of like laughs as you say that.
Very. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see what this guy wants now.
Yes, let's see. As we approach Victoria's, let's just go like, Drakewool, you there?
You're like a soft, like a snapping sound, like like the two like the upper and lower half of a jaw like clapping together a few times.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
I'll take that as a yes. All right. Just stopping by for a little bit of little bit of a talk. So we're gonna go over now.
His big, looming dragon head pops out of the the entrance to this little cavern. Regards you silently.
Oh, greetings there. Seems like you've had made yourself an abode of sort.
For sleep. Yes.
All right. Well, that's understandable. How is your memory holding up? Have you remembered anything else?
I know that your intent was not to bring me harm.
My heart.
But I am
Daniel-
unsure of the true intent behind your actions.
But that is wonderful news. At least I'm not fearing for my life in the immediate time. I suppose maybe I should. I mean, there's not really true intentions around here. We just didn't want to let you there, or uh, slay you. I know it sounds funny if I say it now, but I mean, I can speak for myself, but I think I speak for everyone else here. On that tower, we just saw someone in need of help. Doesn't matter if you're an ancient dragon that knows everything and could probably wipe out the village. It's, we're all living creatures and we gotta help each other sometimes. And we also have a common enemy. I mean, the Skavens were holding you captive and they attacked this village, try to kill people, and let's say that we both don't really like them.
Yeah, I mean, we want to know more about you, Scragwall.
That too,
Mhm.
yes.
I see. They settle down in the entrance, going for a half sit, half lie down.
Well, as Toka's here, asks, I suppose. Well, you remembered a little bit more. Uh, anything? Anything that stands out, or anything you need? How did you put it the last time? You needed help swimming through the memories. I guess sort them out.
Takes time to unwind the threads.
Well,
I will come to a resolution.
I suppose it will still take time. Not sure how much time you spent with the ratmen, but yeah, I imagine your recovery will take a bit more.
Too long?
It's like I was about to open his mouth and closes it. Like, well, I am sorry to hear that, and I don't want you to remember any of that. But at least it can only get better now. We are currently looking for a place, I suppose, somewhere where you could be far away from the Skavens, and I guess far away from the settlement, or far away from people that could bother you while you recover, or while you do your daily biddings. I'm not sure which those are. Do you perhaps have a lair? Well, probably not, since you didn't have the time to build yourself one. Maybe something came to mind in these days?
I have no place to call home.
I cry. I cry inside. Oh my god. Well, I suppose we can keep working on it. Like Tokus turned to Vittorio, give him like a look.
What kind of?
Like, how's things going, Vittorio? How's
Oh.
work been?
Oh, yeah. He's like, well, I've been looking around a bit. Well, I am still looking around. Trying to see if there might be maybe a more fitting place that you can actually call home. That, not like just kind of gestures around to where we're standing, like right here. It might be some a lot more spacious places.
Spraquall, I have a question for you, if you don't mind.
Very well.
What do you think of people? Not Skaven, but the people you've seen here. What do you think of them?
I know little of these people.
Do you know of regular people? Have you met them before? Not these people, but normal people, not the Skaven. Have you just met anyone like that before?
He's silent for a moment. I am unsure.
I look around, is like, Tokas, would you mind Tokas, would you mind if I never mind. Skrikle, would you mind coming into the city with us someday?
What would the purpose?
Well, you said you know little about these people, and if you want to know more, you talk to them. One of us can be a translator. I don't know, can you speak Common? Or Imperial Norm?
I don't know.
Do you want to try?
Well, if he doesn't know to speak common, I suppose that's a no.
What if he... I say something in common, say, do you understand me? Is what Zarya says in Imperial Norm.
Head tilts.
Did you understand what I just said? He says in Draconic.
Yes. But I don't know why.
I guess he does.
Yes. Well, Skriquel, do you want to go into the city? Experience the people, know who you're sharing territory with right now?
Very well.
Then we'll do that one day.
Yeah, that'd be most wonderful. Perhaps we should warn the people there first.
Yes, I'm not saying right now, but this isn't the second day, right, that we're here?
The
What you said, Amber?
third, I
Oh, the
think, or
third.
fourth.
Yeah, it's like not right now, but we'll go tomorrow, or when we get back, we'll just tell Balin, and then
Yeah, well, it'd be wonderful if the people here could see that you're not actually a horrible tyrant. It would put, I guess, souls at ease. Not that you really have done anything to deserve such title, but I think maybe looking at the people, trying to talk to them, maybe exploring the settlement might help you remember some things. Usually doing activities not related to the things you want to remember. That helps out.
Dragon blink.
He uses Dragon Blink 4d10 bludgeoning damage. Ugh.
It's literally Steel Wind Strike, but with only his eyelashes.
Ugh.
Hmm.
Ugh.
I don't think he has eyelashes.
I mean, yeah, he looks like he has the eyes of an anglerfish. Those weird things in the deep depths of the sea.
He doesn't need to. There's always like a little bit of moss keeping his eyes moist.
Imagine
Like a
having
gecko
moss.
that has to lick their own eyeballs.
Oh my god, imagine
Mm.
moss
Ugh.
growing on your eyeball. Ugh.
oh, that's disgusting.
Disgusting.
Delicious.
No, it's not.
I completely forgot what we were talking about.
Just talking about bringing him in the
Just
settlement.
bringing him into the
Oh
settlement.
yeah. Yes, that is true. We were talking about that, and he was fine with that, so that's life, I guess.
That
Very
is
cool.
good life.
Darius quickly ruffles through his backpack and then pulls out a piece, the song that he's currently still working on.
Sing
but-
this.
No. He holds it. He looks at Sprinkles like, "Is it okay if I move closer? I want to show you something."
If you harm me, you will come to regret it.
Oh yeah, no, that is guaranteed. And he steps forward and he shows him the piece of paper. He's written his song in Imperial Norm because that's just easier to show. Can you read this?
In before, what did
Like,
you say about my mom?
he has a very large eye. Like his eye is the size of your piece of paper. Zarius.
Yeah, I mean,
As
he's
he like
huge,
has to
like,
turn his entire head to like look down on the piece of paper. It's quite. It's. It's a freaky eye, you know, like.
yeah. Sorry,
Like, like human eyes and dragonborn eyes are like, you have this dome, but his eye is almost like a concave, like it is like bent inwards, and it's got this like opalescent sheen on the inside. It also doesn't seem to blink like at all.
Amber, say no more.
Say no more.
No, he doesn't
Vomit
puke
inside
from
of his concave bowl eyes.
Zarius is just like no. You see Zarius be like, he like feels it and kind of looks away. No, it's not puking. He rolled a wisdom save to see if he's scared. He's just looking.
Fear 2, minus 20 wisdom save.
Like in battle, you don't get scared easily because it's adrenaline. But right now he's very calm, so it's just that like, oh, this is freaky. I don't like this.
Freaky dicky.
But he shows it. He shows it. Hmm?
Is this a tale?
It's a song, but I thought if you could read this, Tokus and I are going to the library. I thought maybe you'd like to read something. I mean, you're here in a cave.
I would like to read something.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, bless him.
But I'd first have to see if you could read Common or Imperial Norm, because that's what most of the books are written in. I just take a step back. Thanks for having a chat. Great. Well, I don't particularly have anything else to ask. I mean, once I'm done writing, maybe I'll ask tomorrow. I'll ask Balin tomorrow if it's okay if Spraycall comes into the city. If we promise not to harm, that he doesn't harm anyone, I guess. Or you see Zarius, we promise that he doesn't harm. You see Zarius extensively pull back his facial expression, where he's like, which he's like not at all sure about.
Yeah, he might not be extremely enthusiastic at the idea, but if the people see that Skrekle here is not a bad folk, I mean, I guess it would ease the people of the settlement.
He's like, yes, but we can talk about that while we're walking back. Sorry, it gives you kind of a look.
Yeah, well, you go walking back. I need to talk with Skrekle a bit more.
Well, I'm here to make sure that I'll stick around. I don't have much more to do.
It's fine, Zarius. It's more of like a private conversation here.
So, Vittorio is... Do we go? He looks at you, Vittorio.
Well, unless you have no other business.
He's like, just look at TaleChasers.
Salutes, like a military salute. I won't die. Sure about that.
Oh yeah, TaleChasers. Also, I have these vials. Check them sometime.
Sure. I suppose once this whole thing is over, I have a long list of things I need to check.
Vittorio looks at TaleChasers, briefly switches to primordial. It's like, what kind of private matter?
TaleChasers switches to primordial as well. Well, it wouldn't be a private matter if I told you, wasn't it? Just talking. I just need to ask him a few things.
Squints. Fine. Turns around, looks at Skrekle, like switches over to Draconic. Before I leave, would you mind if I took one of those? When he points to one of the like mushrooms that is near him, took one of those with me.
But it's mine.
Oh no!
He's like,
compelling point. Understandable. Have a nice day.
I made it.
I made this.
He doesn't say. He just says it's mine.
No, it's fine. Victoria's like, all right. Well, how
He's not
about?
allowed to eat the other mushrooms here, so it makes sense.
How about? I look at my fucking inventory. Where is it? Am I blind? Yes, I guess I am. Here.
How about this piece of blackstone that I find on the ground?
Yeah,
Oh,
of course.
neat. I've always wanted to become a warp dragon.
No, he.
Can't wait for you guys to meet a warp dragon.
I'd rather not.
Yeah, just feed him Ingress, and then he'll become a fire warp dragon.
Warp.
Victoria pulls out like a vial that has
croissant.
Yes, a croissant, of course. No, a greenish blue algae in it, and like pulls it out, and like.
Where did you retrieve it? Where did you retrieve it?
Oh, this was retrieved from a swamp cavern, and it's counted as an earth element. It's from the kobold cavern.
That's exactly what the dragon asks you.
Oh, it's what the dragon
Where's this
asked me.
from?
So Itorio says.
Oh, okay. Well, he says, yeah, he says, "Well, it's from a cavern very far from here, in another country, uh, several, several, 10 days of travel away. Was in a cavern, had, of course, an underground lake, had some of this algae there.
We trade.
Very well.
I like this dragon.
Yeah. I will,
The
yeah.
Stonks dragon.
I receive one shroom, you receive, algae.
I receive one Scrackle per
All
day.
I see is profit.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a win-win situation.
Yeah.
Now I need a Scrakewell Stonks meme.
God damn it.
Stonks.
Stonks
Yeah.
emote with Scrakewell's
Stonks.
face.
Yes. But yeah, it'll, like, he just kind of looks, he's like, well, would you like me to properly take it out of the vial, or?
No.
All right.
I'll just eat the whole damn vial.
Yeah. I
Crunchy.
will put down the vial right next to the mushroom that I am picking.
Keeps a careful eye on you.
Yeah.
Don't you dare pick 2 mushrooms.
No, I'm just gonna pick the one. And then, put that into my treated herbalism pouch, and I will look into that mushroom in the evening if I can.
Mhm.
And then he's
Very
like,
well.
it's like, all right, well, thank you. I'll be sure to let you know if I find anything interesting about the mushroom.
He seems disinterested. It's like, okay.
Wow.
Wow. Okay then.
Mean
All right.
dragon.
Yeah, I
He's
will.
like, yeah, I made this mushroom. Like, who the fuck cares? Like,
Yeah.
I know what this mushroom is. Like, what?
Yeah, and then Victoria will reluctantly walk away whilst looking at Tokas and
I'll just wave as you walk away.
giving him a look that
And in the essence, right? It's like literally you're like living your life, and then suddenly these tiny people come to your house. They take your like skin flakes, and then they say, "I will let you know what I find out about these skin flakes." And then they're like, and
Yeah,
you're like,
Maybe they run through a DNA
"This is kind of
code,
like
and you're
weird."
your family tree dates back like a group of kobold from like 900 years ago.
Damn, that's pretty rough, buddy.
Yeah, it would be.
Ash.
On the way back, I lean over to Vittorio and say, "I didn't invite. We'll whisper. I mean, wait until we're far enough away to be out of her. I didn't invite Scrakeful into the city for nicety. I want to see how he reacts to people, to be close to them, because that's inevitably going to happen." And he circles his finger around in the cavern.
all right.
Just to see his reaction.
Mm-hmm. And what kind of reaction are you hoping for, Zarius?
I'm hoping that he's gonna enjoy it and be nice.
Mm.
Hey, not everyone enjoys being around people, alright?
Marcus like,
But
introverts?
no,
Not
but not me. No,
Attack.
no, but it's
Kill
more.
them
It's like,
right now.
I hope he can act normal. Nizar's looks a bit confused when he says normal. He's like, I hope he can act normal around people. That's what I'm hoping.
Good.
Mind if we pick up a book from the library? I don't know if we are allowed to borrow them, but
Maybe if you ask nice enough and provide a donation, maybe.
I can do that. I'll go to the library before, and I'd like to borrow a book that is just. I'll ask the owner if I can borrow a book that is mainly about like some sort of history, maybe local history. Just any kind of history, really.
Mhm.
History of the Water Leapers.
The water leapers, damn.
It's them. You
Yeah.
can't read the book, then Lawrence shows up. Oh, I can read that. Wait.
I mean, there's a lot of history to be dug around in the.
Oh yeah,
in
I
the
just want
library.
a book. Like I'm asking her, can I borrow a book? Could you go grab a book for me? And
Like
then...
5th grade history books.
No, like a normal
No,
book.
she'll borrow you a book.
Yeah, I'll borrow with that, and then I'll let Tokus do his thing. But I'm basically gonna be reading, or I'm gonna basically let Scrapeball read this if we get back to him tomorrow.
If we ever get back to him alive.
One of his claws is like the size of this book.
Oh
but
yeah, no,
yes.
I'll basically sit there and be a page turner, you know.
When are you gonna write? Sorry.
No, I'm doing this after I'm done writing, because tomorrow I'm finished writing, and then we're gonna study. This is like a couple hours after we're done.
Ah, yes, of course.
Just like a small thing.
All
But
right. Before we
you're-
continue with this great wall, Lawrence, what are you doing?
Carving runes.
Carving runes with who?
Joe
My
Mama.
teacher.
Who's
Joe
your
Muff.
teacher?
Liliana.
I see.
Close.
It's Ayani. She
Ah,
says.
Ayani. Lawrence would remember.
Of course you would. Ayani's having you. She's got like this whole box of like soapstones and like pieces of like the. You have the big mushrooms, right? Like almost like Zerkwood, which are you can use them either as like a construction material or as like a food. And she's like giving you like chunks of like the part that you would use as like a construction material, like a softer type of wood, to carve like the different runes into them. As you're currently going over the basics of even just making the right shape, and after that you will go into intent and feeling.
And then practice carving into children.
It is one of the many options.
Hold on, Mom. Pulls out, pulls out a small child in front of you, gives you a scalpel. All right, show me what you learn.
Where did the interest in rune carving come from? You're evidently not from Valaka.
No, but I have a member of my little troop that seems to have an interest in this place. And we've come across quite a few runes in our travels.
I see. And thus you thought it fit to begin carving runes and pour a little bit of yourself into each creation.
I've always had a keen interest in writing, and runes seems to be the evocation of various magically inclined dyes, symbol into a physical, impactful form. Words certainly have their fair sway of meaning, but not like this, and I wanted to learn.
I see. Tell me more about where you're from.
A small monastery of little repute. Imagine Lawrence is kind of like he's moving his hands and just doing whatever exercise or forms he's been instructed to do, while kind of just half listening, speaking. Not really absent-mindedly, but clearly like concentrating on something. In Tolatem, Castanella.
Smiles. They're quite anti-magic there.
Kind of like there's a hard,
Afraid of
like,
many
kind of
things,
stroke.
actually.
That they are. Anything different and not within the prescribed doctrine? Does this look right to you? Show her the symbol.
It does not.
Another one then. Where it's like, they'll turn over the page and move on to the next thing.
He barely even cast a glance upon it, just like, no. It's like, no. Tell me something truly interesting about Castanella that I do not know.
Lawrence kind of ends his stroke, lifts up the pen. And kind of like flips it over and kind of like taps the kind of the ink point against the table as he ponders something you don't know. Have you ever been to Castanella?
There's a slight, like, tug at the corner of her mouth. I've been around.
Of course. Turns the pen back around. Within the region of Totemo, there is a small spring. It feeds directly up from the mountains and down through the valleys. In one such valley, there is a village, and within such village there is a particular woman. She is the wife to a baker there, and she seems to be exceptionally good at making these particular pastries. I don't know what it is, or what her secret is, or really what she makes them out of. But they have a certain savory zest to them that I quite enjoy. And every time I've ever stopped through there, I've been sure to pick up at least one.
Savory mystery pastries.
Lawrence goes back to...
I suppose Castanellans are so concerned with suppressing their desires that there truly might not be much of anything interesting going on over there. In Blacklaw, things seem to go awry about once a week. Keeps things interesting.
Sure it does. But many people are content to live a life of such a steady state life. There we go.
I suppose so. You should start over on that one.
Lawrence So you thought he was doing a good job. Mm. Move over to the next slide.
Write the card with
Water.
feeling. I know it might be a
What
little
kind
bit
of
difficult
feeling?
for a priest like yourself.
What kind of feeling?
I would
I may be
equate it
sheltered,
to.
not,
There is a sly grin. It's like, I would equate it to. Yeah. Like a massage.
and it stops. A massage.
Working the knots out of your partner's shoulders after they spend a long day working the fields.
Lawrence blinks.
Sheltered.
He's not getting it.
She's like, she smiles. Sheltered. Try your other hand.
Left hand. Lawrence goes to try, like, writing with his left hand, and then looks back. Do you know much about giving massages to your partners after a hard day in the field? If you're teaching me?
Not much about many things. I suppose
Very
I know
well,
a thing
keep
or two
listening.
about receiving massages. But no, I've never taken a lover straight off the fields. Who knows what the future holds?
I don't know what a massage is supposed to feel like, really. But I will try. So he tries to do it with his left hand, and probably doesn't do it very well because it's not ambidextrous. I think that's the right word.
Knew you wouldn't. She says. I'm sure your pale companion would be more than happy to help you out with this. He says, smiling.
I think Vasily likes receiving massages. I don't really think he's good at
Have you ever asked?
I suppose I haven't. But what do I know, I suppose?
So few things come to you in this world without asking.
Mm. Always ask the question.
Tell me a thing or two about your companions, she says.
Pain.
And we cut to Tokas.
Hello, it's me.
I heard your companions were interested in Uzul's Lair of Kings. Tell me more.
Hold on a moment.
Anyway, scene
I'm
ended.
supposed to say that.
Tokas.
It's me. Togus weighs off the other two, and when they're beyond the horizon, which they can't be, but turns around. So, I have not exactly read anything much, but I've heard a bit about deep dragons and what you told us, that you can dream knowledge in existence. Now, I'm not sure if there's a pattern to this, if you can only dream memories back, or you can dream things that might happen, all that sort of thing. There's a thing I want to check out with you. Maybe this is not the best time. Maybe I should wait until you have recovered, but I want to try now, hoping that when you have recovered, you won't try to kill anyone or try to eat me. I'm a bit snack sized. They've already told me that. And he'll plop down his backpack. He'll pull out his book.
Brigwall looks at you. You look too small to eat.
Wow. All right. Well, that's the first time I heard that.
Inedible.
That's a relief, I suppose. So I have this book with me, and it's not a normal book. It's a bit special. Somewhat like you. It doesn't dream, but it helps me dream. It shows me things. And I wonder if either it might help you remind something, or you might see something into it that I can't. You used to tell me things, but lately we really haven't. Well, I really haven't had the chance to see anything in it. For a bit of context, I know it sounds a bit crazy just like that, but we are trying to save the world. I suppose that's the right way of putting it down. There is someone that's trying to destroy our reality, and we have collected a lot of red herrings around. A lot of hints, a lot of prophecies. Some of those, he slaps his book, many of those come from here. And, well, I wonder if you could give it a look. I'm not exactly expecting much. I've already tried to have someone else read it, but apparently I'm the only one that can see something in these blank pages. But, maybe you can see something else in it. Maybe you can remember something by looking into it.
Very well.
All right. Well, if you'll allow me, then, and it'll start pop, 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 and it'll plop the book right in front of Scrackle, and I guess it'll open like in the middle, and see what happens.
You see the head of the dragon like slowly tilt to its side. The little like flaps of fabric that are still draped across it like do a like tilting as well at like almost like a 90-degree angle.
Please don't snap your neck.
He remains silent for a while.
I sweat internally. My body is 60% water.
And now 70.
No, 70, yeah, there's a 10% additional.
And then he turns to you again.
I blink. Anything?
Nothing.
That is unfortunate. Well, maybe you'll come up in a dream. Maybe you haven't rested enough, or perhaps it's just not meant to be. I suppose I'll have to search further. Well, I thank you for trying nonetheless. I'll looking at the ways to help you out. There goes and closes the book. Boom.
Brickwall settles back down. It's like the fucking he like made the hole into the cavern like just big enough so it's like he fills out the entire hole when he like lays
Oh.
down.
Bless. Love him.
Sausage roll.
Yeah, well, I suppose that was worth a try. Before I go, just one last thing. I know that, I'm not sure how draconic society works and all of that, but if you know something about a certain Herysanthes, the Thousand-Faced, he has many titles. If you know anything about this dragon, or if you remember about it, I would really like you to tell me. I know the guy, and well, I guess I'm trying to find him. He needs a bit of help. So, yeah, just like you, I guess. If you remember anything or learn anything or know him, I very much appreciate the information. Oh, and this goes by saying, but I'd ask you to keep this whole conversation a secret between us. It's I'm trying to be discreet about the things I do.
Discreet. His
Yeah.
nostrils flare slightly.
Sweat.
If I find the knowledge within the vestiges of my memory, I will inform you.
He nods. There's like a head bow. I really appreciate that. I will now leave you to your reading and resting and dreaming. I need to go research. And yeah, he'll grab his stuff and go back to the library. Time to spend a night in reading books without sleeping.
It's gonna be a solid ass week of fucking downtime. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, there's 2 things. Oh, Vittorio, your cloak is finished on the 6th.
Oh, the necrotic cloak.
Yeah.
What a cloak moment.
Why does it keep going back to this date? I don't
How much
like
did it cost?
Do you really want to know?
Yeah.
Okay. It was either 200 or 250.
Yikes. Could have asked for some help, mate.
Alright, 2 things. We can do one of them here.
The Festival of Silly Hats.
It's not Festival of Silly Hats yet. We're waiting for the Dreamlanders to get their heads
No.
out of their butts.
Amber, you are going
Yes?
to make Siren make an appearance during the festival, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Please make Siren
If you
appear like,
guys-
oh my god.
If you guys want to make a hat, you can prepare a hat for the Festival of Silly Hats.
First of all, yes. Second of all, please make Siren appear with his hat.
There's a generator for making silly hats.
I want like a silly wizard
Fancy
hat
hat.
so I can use
We're-
it after this thing.
Hey, we're parading the dragon through the town as well. Like, look.
With a silly hat, yeah.
Oh my god, turn the silly hat down.
I want
you
me a
guys.
Scrackle silly hat. How cool that would be. Damn.
A hat
love
that's a
it.
dragon. Alright.
Hold on.
Yes, take it away, Miss DM.
Tokas.
Mm-hmm.
Within the deepest reaches
No, my notes.
of the library are many journals, many tomes as well. People who have spent their times writing books or field guides or whatever, detailing their adventures or research conclusions within the Black Claw. Some of these books, though, a little bit more stowed or hidden away often not as popular unless they belong to a very particularly famous adventurer or delver. This one took a little bit of searching to find. In fact, you might have missed it completely were it not for Odra pointing it out to you.
Bless her. True Chad book enjoyer.
She's a Chad book enjoyer indeed.
I tip my forehand. No, my feather. There you go. Tip my forehead. God damn.
This book has not been read by anyone since the author's passing.
Damn. That's sad.
Upon their request, it was sealed.
Okay. Okay.
Upon their request, it was literally not like let out of the. But it's fine. Because the dear old request of please don't read this book until like this much time has now passed. And Odra, even though she never even met this person, has kept that respect alive.
Damn. Plus respect for Odra.
The sound that carries through tunnels is that of a whine and a hiss, barely recognizable as a dragon's voice. In a rough clearing of boulders and stalagmites and mushrooms, it lies there. Its scales are soft and pale, and it is covered in a network of pallid, stringy mushrooms. Its eyes, as large as a wagon's wheel, are like those of a blind man. Never have I seen such a creature before, nor ever again after. Their realm is that of verdant, lush mushrooms and knowledge, and I believe the dreams I experience here are born of the dragon, not of the mountain. The way that knowledge trickles down here is different. It is less erratic, it is neatly organized, calculated in a way impossible to attain by human beings. The dragon here, this dragon is not like the ones described in old books. Its wings are attached to its legs rather than on its back, and it can curl up on itself, tightly, wound up like a large cat ready to pounce. Its voice drips with disdain. But it appears interested in the tomes that I bear, the research in which I describe it, and the rest of the mountain. But it defies me at every twist and turn. The questions I ask are meagerly answered. It is eager to show off its hoard of knowledge, but unwilling to share overmuch. Their lair, their deepest sanctuary, is covered in moss, hanging and carpeting, and mold paints their walls in a myriad of colors. All of it looks a little too well organized, too well planned and executed to make it look like it grew so naturally. We part ways uneasily. The sense of dread in the pit of my stomach while within its presence never leaves. Both the reality-shattering knowledge that I have traded with this creature and the knowledge of its existence I will take to my grave.
Oh, you bitch.
And that is where the entry on a deep dragon ends.
Nice, thank you. Now in written form, please.
I've got it all written down, don't worry.
Appreciate. I try to keep up, but I got lost at mushrooms.
You know,
Same.
mushrooms!
Yep. Usain Bolt and fingers. Nice. All right. Know a bit more about these guys. Ember, but by Xanatar's rules, I still need 2 different pieces of lore because I rolled 21 plus.
Gave you all the pieces of lore.
Wow, that was very brief pieces. I guess it's a secret book. Secret book.
These are all the pieces of lore. I don't know what you mean. It's all in there.
I feel like you're lying.
I'm not lying.
Pulls out charm of the book, lore keeper. Tell me if you're lying, right?
Imagine.
But if I did, I would learn that you were lying to me. So I would start to trust you less and less.
You think that I would lie to my players about things?
I know the sarcastic tone you used makes me really believe.
Anyway, there's one more thing.
Oh, there's one more thing.
Not for you, piss on.
Oh, God damn it. Disappointment. Incredible disappointment.
Mario, before we resolve your downtime.
Yeah.
Oh, the 5th. What day is it? On the 5th of Athalion, a day before your downtime ends.
You explode.
Don't we all wish?
Wow, okay.
No, we don't.
I am just kidding.
Just kidding.
An individual with long brown hair, shorn up on the sides, and a skin tanned in a way that only Morencians can, I suppose, turns up at the Enclave with the horse in tow. Eric has arrived.
Oh.
And I think that's where we'll end session for today.
Oh, I cry. Many tears.
Wow.
Thank you very much for hosting, Amber, as always. Most enjoyable.
Indeed. Thank you for the session. Can't wait to see this dragon in a 10-day, and it's gonna try and steal our brain. Can't wait.
What?
Yep.
What?
Yeah, you'll see dragon, man. That's
Of
what the book
course.
says.
Yep. That's what it is.
No.
You want to steal your brain? Your brain?
Your drain, yeah. Gonna steal your drainage system. You're not gonna have any pipes anymore.
Oh, I see Jarek's in the chat, which is a good time to again thank Jarek for the lovely April Fool's art that we are currently
Absolutely
have.
gorgeous.
April
What do you mean,
Fool's
April
art?
Fools?
What
I
do you
want
mean?
to keep
It's
it.
Yeah,
It's a
what do you?
steady
Yeah,
art.
exactly. What do you mean? It's our new token.
It's my new. Look at me go.
Let's look at you go.
It's of course.
Look at Amber go. Pog.
Pog. I'm literally doing Pog Otis.
God
Pog
damn it.
Otis. Yep.
Otis Pog. So anyway, you can buy the NFTs of this.
Yeah. It's Otis
From me.
pogging in different ways.
I minted them.
Mm-hmm.
No,
We have
thank you,
NFTs of
Derek,
everyone.
for this lovely art.
Yes. It is
Yeah.
very
And I
nice.
think we will sign off for tonight.
Yes.
We will be back tomorrow to play some games
Yes.
and get acquainted with people.
some party games.
Party games.
So yes, we will. Well, yeah. Anyone that wishes to watch can do so tomorrow evening. The time is not properly set, but you know, we'll.
Be around 7-ish.
Yeah, possibly.
Ish.
Ish. Yeah.
Fish.
Actually, I think I saw an Instagram post, but I'm not sure if it was.
There is an Instagram post, indeed.
There is an Instagram post. I
There is
even
an
liked
Instagram
it.
post.
I even liked it. I'm really
Congratulations,
stupid.
Amber.
But like, I forgot after I liked it. If it's
Yeah,
in
we
it
noticed.
time.
I see.
It's. Shut up.
Well, we
Say good
will.
night to the people.
Yeah, we will see people that wish to be seen tomorrow, and otherwise, we will see you next week on Friday as normal.
Exactly.
Thank you for watching, and have a nice evening, folks.
Have a nice evening.
Good night, y'all.
Bye bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye bye.